Hello. What a glorious day. Yeah. Well, for me, we're gonna take it slow today. I am going to be playing some matches against Czarix, so that should be fun. But also don't expect super high energy intensity. I got my vaccines the other day, and boy does my immune system go crazy, man. I was getting like fevers last night. I'm good though. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be trying to beat Czarix. I already got some games versus Danican the other day. Yeah, so actually what I could do is I can show off some of them matches. This one's pretty fun. I got a good showcase of pleasure seekers here. Yeah, they're crazy. This was where staying a can. Today, Czarix getting ready for the big tournament. And then maybe tomorrow we'll cover some campaign stuff. It'll be a good time. But yeah, these guys are insane. Little seahorses. 100 speed, whack a load of leadership, feasting on fear, which will heal them. Devastating flanker, some crazy stats, great animations. Super terrifying. Danican likes his Shems. I've tried it out. I'm actually not a huge fan of Shems. It's really hit or miss. Like sometimes it'll do a lot of damage, sometimes it just doesn't. Like you can see that was an overcast Shems and it barely did anything to the Forsaken. So I don't really know how I feel about it, but he does get the Lore of Light, which means he can net us down, as you can see over here. Poor pleasure seekers getting netted down, but look at that. Let's say Lothar and Seaguard just getting charged by pleasure seekers. They get knocked down. They can disengage super well. Hit up some cav. It's a pretty good time. We rampaged his lightly armored archers too into this melee blob, and look at that crazy charge on the pleasure seekers. Yeah, they're so hyped. They're crazy, man. Look at them. They have some absurd impact hits. Did Czarix change his name? No, this is just a replay. Czarix should be showing up in a second. He said he might be 10 minutes late. But yeah, look at that. Now the pleasure seekers, they do take a bit of damage. But as soon as units start routing, they'll get feasting on fear. That's 0.08% healing every second. Which magic missile do you like the most? They're all kind of the same. I don't think any of them really speak to me. Yeah, look at that. So we get another charge. We start breaking through his front line too. You may have noticed I'm using Forsaken, by the way. The more I use Slongors, the more I feel like Forsaken are just better. Just because they're way tankier. Also, you can see Shems. Just not a lot of damage. But yeah, Forsaken are just way tankier than Slongors. I'm sure they'll have their place in some matchups, but that armor in the mass, so they don't die to cav. New DLC comes out, I just play normal Slaanesh. But yeah, you can see pleasure seekers are great. Their leadership is so insanely high. They don't crumble like seekers of Slaanesh. Seekers have a base 60 value. Pleasure seekers have a base 70. It may only be 10, but it is the most impactful 10 leadership you will ever know. And as long as you keep them moving, they do pretty good. Valley's already at 1,100 on this one. Already at 1,000 on this one. You can see they got yeah, a little bit of feasting on fear. It doesn't trigger that much. Like, you can't expect them to heal a ton, but it's good enough. I think the mass and the speed is what makes their impact hit so crazy. Because Hellstriders have 100 speed, but 650 mass. These guys have 1,600. That's like chariot mass. It's crazy. You can see though, battle's kind of sus. But he did summon in the Keepers of the Flame. They are extraordinarily slow. So my idea in this match was just to avoid them. Just never ever fight them and we'll be good. But yeah, look at that. Pleasure Seekers is still cooking. It's actually kind of crazy, their longevity. If you don't have some sort of magic to kill them, you know, no Buna, no Malkoths or anything, they're just gonna keep chilling at a relatively low entity count. And they're just gonna pick off units, heal off of them. Terrifying. Zinch Disc Riders. You know, weirdly enough, the High Elf Chariots, the more I play with them, the less excited I am for them. In my matches with Danican, High Elves had a 0% win rate. Like, Skycutters are really good. Don't get me wrong. I think as soon as people figure out how to use them properly, they'll be terrifying. But it's so easy to just not be able to capture points with them. And in general, cavalry fights, yeah, they really don't like cav, which is kind of the meta right now. The meta right now is to win in the cav game and not really take chariots. Also, you can see we got his lord, a little bit of a rampage, a bit of a spin to win on my Keeper of Secrets. Feasting on Fear is popping off. Look at that. 0.16, pretty good. But yeah, that really annihilates this guy. But yeah, I also tried the Skycutters versus Danican's Scourge Runner play, and it didn't really seem like they did super great versus Scourge Runners. So I don't really know how I feel about the unit. Like, it's definitely strong. It's just the unit type doesn't have a place in the meta right now. You used to enjoy the Slanesh single model chariot. What changed? Also, Nat, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Forgot to mention earlier. Oh my goodness, look at these Pleasure Seekers. 175 kills. They do cost 1,800. So I think they'll always run the risk of just being hard countered. Like, if the unit's ever actually OP, people are just gonna run Buna, right? Instead of this Shem's shenaniganry. But it's still pretty crazy. You can see the poor Keepers of the Flame. They have gone their value, gone 1,000 gold, but yeah, they can never actually get in a fight. So I just clean up everything else, capture this point, and life is chill. Also, I'm like 90% certain they made Slanesh's army abilities charge up less. I only got to use like a few, like only like what, 2-3 army ability casts this game. That makes a pretty big difference. But yeah, look at that, 2,000 gold, 1,900 gold. Pretty absurd, if I do say so myself. That's crazy. 2k value on those guys. Yeah, we're still waiting on Czarix, by the way. Should be showing up soon. Yeah, Buna to just murder elite units. I do wish there was a way to keep elite units alive a little bit better. Because the only counter to Buna, if you want to run elites, is to just bring so many elites that they can't kill them all. And even that doesn't work out too well. But yeah, so this is me trying to go for an Elf Tide strat against Danican. The thing about the Sky Cutters is that they can be dodged. Now, same goes with the Scourge Runners. You can see both sides just kind of dodging, but these guys are way more expensive. The hitbox is kind of large too, so they actually took a pretty big hit. I feel like I didn't micro them perfectly this game though. Like, I think as time goes on, people will get better and better at managing Sky Cutters. But the time is not now. Was this chosen? Does the down tier of a chosen matter for campaign Slanesh, or does Slanesh lack funding? Or just have options elsewhere? What did they do? They made chosen a lower tier or something? Honestly, campaign, you can do whatever you want, man. I think Slanesh will be fine in campaign, especially with all the cool new toys, but yeah, Danican, he really likes the Medusa. You can see the Boltor doesn't do that much damage to the Medusa either, right? The poke is nice, and like, you know, we can't get the Medusa. Get the Medusa worked on. But like, I don't think this Bolt Thrower really changes this matchup in particular. It doesn't feel like, you know, my mind is not blown, because I could try to cycle charge his infantry, but he has so many cold one nights that it's just not going to work, right? Anyway, Czarix is going to be on his way, so we'll just X4 through this battle real quick. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see where Sky Cutters end up, but I think we're currently at the phase where I'll say he timed his Dark Elf passive really well there. But yeah, we're at the phase where people are just gonna counterpick the Bolt Throwers. And if your Bolt Throwers are getting counterpicked, they're so expensive that you kind of just lose. Although I will say, against some factions like Greenskins, let's say, definitely the Bolt Thrower will be. Definitely it'll be pretty chunky. But yeah, as you can see, Danican, he gets a well-timed push. I think in general, if you want to play versus Dark Elves, you got to make sure that you have some sort of kite. But yeah, all right. Also, by the way, I should get an update soon if I'm lucky. We may get a mini update. I think that would be really exciting. CA actually rebalancing. Very hype. All right. There he is. All right. So let's play in Lair. He's gonna play High Elves. I'll play Norska. I've also gained an appreciation for the Dreadmaw. The Dreadmaw is so annoying to deal with. If you go for an infantry-based ranged army, oh my goodness, this unit. It's pretty good. Ice Wolves is still good too. Bjorg is really hyped though. I like having him just in case we went into a lot of single entities. And then there's like, you know, this Chimera shenanigans. But is he just gonna kite me? If you go for a build like this, and he tries going mass Sky Cutters, I can't just summon a bunch of Ice Wolves. So I feel like I'm pretty comfy here. And then you have the Great Weapon Horseman to deal with any elite cav. You got the Sick Man Tide. This is great. I think this will be great. It's basically like a mega disruption build that wins on tickets. You might down trade a bit, but yeah. Yeah, Bjorg is super strong. He's so hyped for the new Techless campaign. I could play a Techless campaign tomorrow if I really wanted. Let's see, when does my NDA roll over? You can show off campaigns as Sail, Aislinn, and Dakala on the 29th. That's this Saturday. This Saturday, I'll be able to show off all the campaigns. I can show off some campaigns now, though. That's how we got the masks down. Put up a video showing off all the cool things you can do there. How are the dirt worms? Surprisingly good. Also, if you're wondering why I sound tired, it's because I got poked in both arms. I got the vaccines, man. Ever since the pandemic, vaccines have been way worse, man. I miss the times when it was just a flu shot. I'm dying, man. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Oh yeah, Turin finally played campaign. Yeah, he played Wolfric. Throg looks juiced now too. Oh hell yeah. I think campaign updates is very hype. I think they did some map changes too, right? I'm so excited for my next Empire campaign. Ah yeah. Get another Frains run in there. Vax is created by Clan Pestilence. Yo, that's crazy, man. Some of the conspiracy theories. But anyways, I have some elderly parents. Honestly, even if some of the conspiracy theories were true, I take one for the team to make sure my parents don't get sick. You know, if the government injecting chemicals into my bloodstream. All right, anyways. All right. What are we doing? Ah, yes, the bear tide. The bear man tide. All right, so we're gonna do some sick worm action here. Ready? Good luck, have fun. Has he played Bretonnia yet? Did Bretonnia get updated? Provided by Nurgle. Yo, man, dude, COVID was rough. It's crazy that we all have that shared experience now. Imric. Yeah, just a few more orders. Lore Master of Hoeth. Yo, we got a Lore Master in here. Yo, we got some Skirms. We got some Shadow Warriors. So this is a great thing about Dread Maws. They're just gonna be super annoying. It's gonna be super duper annoying here. We're gonna get a sick wind blast. Boom, baby. All right. Gonna get more skin wolves. So I'm just gonna wait for them to shoot their first volley, and then I'm gonna unburrow the Dread Maws. A little bit of lag. I've been having some lag issues recently. Come on. I don't know if this is like new update stuff or it's just like my internet not being good. Come on, son. He might DC. Yeah, there's been a few issues. with connection. No. No. Fine, I'll just rehost. Yeah, I don't know if this is I don't know exactly what the issue is, but this feels like a Tides of Torment specific thing. Multiplayer battles, both players DC. I'm very often running into DCs where both players go back to lobby, but they end up in separate lobbies with the same code and name. Did a bug where people are DCing frequently. Seems like a Tides of Torment issue. Hopefully it's fixed before the tourney. Fingers crossed. At the very least, the tournament has a bunch of swell guys. So if there is a disconnect, it's fine. But if this gets onto the live build, that would be pretty bad. Early access or test crew. Brutal. Yeah. Yeah, get him, Sail. I can use my teeth. I can use my tooth thingy. Is he gonna target me? Target fire me? Come on. I dare you. Dare you. Shoot me in the face. So we're gonna get a sick wind blast in there, and then we're gonna do some of this action. Ah, run! Run, you fool! Run! Alright. How much damage can the skirmishers possibly do? No! What is this? No! What is it? Was a bug relating to dread miles or something? Come on, man. When's the CA tourney? I think in like this weekend. Yo. Let me show your game. Okay, no, we're sticking with it. Hold. 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 God, what a ripoff. Truly the Tides of Torment. Oh, boy. Come on, just let me show off my sick Dreadmaw shenanigans, man. I want to show off how annoying they are. The tormenting has begun. This is a good look. This is a great look for CA. Yeah, I got the lag switch. Connection issues will ruin the multiplayer community. All 3 players. It depends. It depends if you count viewers. Maybe as a viewer you don't care about this. Maybe all, you know, a few tens of thousands of players don't care about ludicrous amounts of lag. I'm pretty sure they do though. That's kind of how most multiplayer communities are though. If you look at StarCraft or Warhammer or anything really, people always talk about how the multiplayer scene is like so small, and they like never factor in the fact that viewers are a thing. I feel like that's kind of silly. All right, here we go. Let's get the Bearmen in. It has held. I'm gonna get the Bearmen in here. The Marauders will just back up, and then we'll get some Skin Wolves in here. All right, here we go. We're back in action. Spam the ice doggos. Get him in here. Look at him. He's running, man. He's running. These little guys over here are terrifying. A little running around. You get a little bit of an unburrow here. I'm just gonna unburrow on my own Marauders. Whoopsie daisies. Then we're gonna slow down his skirmishers. The idea is, if I can just get him down to a tiny handful of units, we'll be good to go. Because he'll never recapture any points from me. Although I must say these Silverin are kind of annoying. And he tear out of my Skin Wolves. I see. Oh crap! Run, Sail, run! Go, Imric's out for his booty. Come on, you darn Skin Wolves, rally! There you go. Alright, we're good. We're good. Let me just reburrow this guy over here. That's what I'm saying. These guys are super annoying. They're so hard to actually catch. And I find that it takes so much time trying to catch them that it's just never worth it. Oh crap. Macav! They do die really easily, just a heads up. Alright, a little bit of a breath attack, but I've caught all his skirmishers. Look at that. So you see, he charges it, we burrow. We just burrow it, man. Look at him. Little worm just dips. Not a problem. And then if I can just maintain the capture points now, I think we'll be okay. It might be a slight issue, but at the end of the day, not too scary. Run, Sail, run! Maybe I can bait the Phoenix out into some cav if I'm lucky. Some good chase-offs are going in here. Alright, so this is how you do the bait, right? So if I run underneath the Phoenix and then, yeah, yeah, look at that. That was a sick play right there. Full surround. Get wrecked. It's gonna have to spirit leech this guy to death. That's gonna take ages. It's gonna take 50 years. Look at my worm. Worm's chilling. He's having a great time. We're gonna get some ice doggos to help chase down the bird. But yeah, this new age of Norska seems really good versus kite. Also, the fact that the worms are mobile terror is really nice too. But it's spooky. Technically, I am slightly behind on value though, so we gotta be a little careful. He will be taking the center line position too, but at least his backfield is pretty ravaged. Or are those just Reavers? Alright. I can deal with a few Reavers. We'll just charge them. Though, He is starting to pull back, if but a smidge. How's this charge? Enemy unit is debilitated within range. What does that even mean? Oh, that's a little awkward. We can probably unburrow this guy at least. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can, yeah, stop his capture on the far side. Got a little worm chilling. Gonna kill off his Silverin in the distance. And I should be able to use my superior mobility here to win, right? Yes, we'll do this. And then we'll get the teeth on him. I almost want Sail to die, by the way. If he dies, it's almost better for us. Strangely, but it's true. Grab my worm. Burrow. Run for your life. He's gonna secure this point too. A little unfortunate. He's getting the spirit leeches on my lord. Not the greatest situation. I can at least bully some silver in though. Those are just reverse. Ain't nobody care about those guys. And then I should be able to put some pretty solid point pressure on him in a second here. So there you go, the worm's chilling. We got this one over here. He's gonna start bullying some spearmen. This has gone quite well. We can charge those silver in. Get a little bit of an unburrow action over there, and then as soon as I take this point back, I'm comfortable again. And the Lord, he lives. He lives. And then I can unburrow this guy. Get a little bit of terror shenanigans going there. Come on, surely these Silverin don't keep holding. How long are they possibly gonna hold for, man? Oh dang, these guys are kind of holding too. He could scrap it back, but I'm probably gonna be able to steal a lot of points very soon. In general, there's just not a lot of capture weight here. If we get some marauders in here, I think that'll be okay. He's doing a good job cleaning up on this far side, though. I think he wants to wait. I think Czarix is waiting to kill this guy. Like, he wants to, he wants him to die a bit later when he can make use of the leadership debuff. So that means I kind of want him to die sooner. It's kind of a strange thought. Okay, no, he wants him to die now. All right, well, he is dead. Worm's popping off though. Let's just get a quick burrow and unburrow on these spears here. We're gonna be a 20-second cooldown, no problem. Getting some Lothern Seaguard here, alright. Can he hold the point though? Thankfully I will be able to get my lord back soon. So I ain't too worried on that front. My marauders will be great for this. Okay, that's just a heal. Yeah, but how does this fight go? How does this fight go? Is he gonna chase off my poor skin wolves? Oh dang, he's doing some damage actually. We're gonna get a sick on burrow though. And a rear charge on these spearmen. Sail will be back, and I did capture the point. So it can't be too bad, right? As long as these skin wolves don't die. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, just a couple silver helms here, not a big deal. We'll just charge him. And he's back. Very nice. Honestly, I feel like resummoning lords is kind of weird. Balance-wise. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little strange that you can just bring them back. But I think CA want They want this game mode to be a bit more forgiving. Oh yeah, look at that deep soul. And we get a sick charge here. He's gonna bring in Imric, so I actually don't want to stick around here. We mostly just want to play the points game. We want to play the points and win that way. I have 2 capture points right now. We're on our way to our next one. I should be okay. Sammy has silver helms chasing my dude. 2 marauders here though, holding fairly well. We can even bring in the dogs. I think if we capture this, I'm good. All the meanwhile, his poor guys over here are getting pretty brutalized. Then he's going to get the bird on me. But once again, we have the Cav support squad coming on in. And with this point captured over here, I think we are going to beat Czarix's High Elves. That is no small feat, man. Oh, dang, look at that. He's even positioning his Storm Riders here. He's positioning them so that they brace for my doggy charge. Look at that. He keeps reforming ranks. Dang, look at him go. He's still gonna die, though. At the end of the day, he's a kite player. At the end of the day, he's a kite player. And when you go anti-kite, life is pretty comfy. Let's see if we can bully Imric here. He's gonna go for the worm, but once again, the worm unburrows. Get wrecked, Imric. Boom. Get super wrecked. All right, nice. I just have to make sure I don't get triple capped here. Just gotta make sure I don't get triple capped, so I can abandon this point. There's no need to really stay here, as we are kind of losing out there. This is actually going to be relatively close too, mind you, as we are sitting on just the 1 point. But if there's one thing we have a lot of, it's time. Get over there, worm. Yo, is he actually gonna take this? He might. We're gonna get the boys in here though. Some skin wolves, a cav charge. Yo, his cavalry's so spread out, I don't even know where they are. Alright, there you go. So we can get a nice skin wolf charge in there. Imric's chilling. Oh hey, I actually still have this too. I can just steal this point again. I might want to do that. I have a little terror causing unit here, and we can use some ice doggos. Then again, we might just win. I think we just win. All right, kind of close. Kind of close. We almost got army wipe there. But we got him, we got him. The Imric was kind of scary. That definitely was quite the point race. I had maybe a couple seconds left of holding I could have done there. But yeah, Dreadmaws. Dreadmaws are super annoying. I kind of fed his silver in though. I shouldn't have done that. The Lore Master was definitely a cool pick. Imric was not bad. The Frostheart Phoenix I feel like didn't do much though. Like if he just spammed more cav, I think he would have won. A very, very pitched battle indeed. And the Kurgan Horsemen, they're okay. I don't think they're as crazy as I thought they would be. He's asking me if the Dreadmaws have capture weight. They do not have any capture weight to speak of. They don't cause terror while burrowed though, so you do have to unburrow them. But they're kind of good as like a mobile terror source. I think they're nifty. All right, I'll go Beastmen next. What's Czarix gonna do versus Beastmen? They got Slongors now, man. As much as Slongors might not be crazy on Slanesh, they're gonna be good on Beastman. When we get some new Fimir hero action, there's really not a lot that's exciting about him. He's just a dude. He's like the Fimir caster without magic. It's not that exciting. Are the Skycutters still looking crazy? You know, I think if you counter them, they're not as bad as I thought they would be. The Skaven. The guy wants to go Skaven. I can take the Breton. You can take the Breton. 65% resist. Alright, he wants a different map. Let's go Chateau. What's the difference between these two Bretons? 10 leadership and hide in forest. Is that it? Oh, you want to play J2? Yeah, I'll try it out. Maybe it's hype for Skaven. I will say the missile resist is funny. It's kind of expensive. It's kind of wildly expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, maybe it'll be hype. Maybe. Malgor has so much Winds of Magic regen. It should heal in the forest or something. Oh, that'd be cool. I feel like if the Chimera gets a heal, it's really weird that the Breton doesn't. Maybe it's overlapping roles too much. Chimera ROR, oh, it's insane. If it's landed and out of combat, you get a 48-second heal for 0.4. And it gets stock. This is absurd. That's a crazy ability. It's so cracked. Honestly, Chimeras could probably use a bit of a nerf. Let's see, I gotta be careful and take Ungor Raiders, right? If I don't take Raiders, you could kill me with the Help and Abomination. Unironically, too. I've seen it happen. So rip Beastmen. So Beastmen can't spam Goreherd anymore. They can't go Goreherd and Zongors. They all count as Gores now. So it's kind of rough. But you can't go Goreherd Shields, which I guess that's the next best thing. Guess that's not terrible. There's some fairly good mana spendings. Yeah, I think I just want a lot of infantry, maybe a couple Ungors. Butchers of Kalkengard. Man, this Breton though is so expensive, man. I really don't know how I feel about it. That's rather absurd. How expensive it is. It better be good. I'll take a Manticore. I'd run the Chimera, but it's pretty strong. Or I feel like it's OP. I feel like it's gonna get nerfed. So I don't want to lean on it too much for these practice games. Yeah, just take 9 Minotaurs. Everything gets a heal these days. We got the Chimera. We have the Edens. Jabber time. I'm not a huge fan of Jabber Scythe for Skaven. Only a poor craftsman blames his tools. I guess. But there's some tools that are pretty garbo. Alright. Like, okay, yeah, maybe a craftsman, if he blames his tools, it's not. That's kind of on, you know, it's on him. But if he has a Twitch chat or YouTube chat, you know, wanting him to run intentionally badly designed tools, I feel like I get a pass. But I don't know. We're gonna make our best use of the Breton. All right. You know, even a bad hammer is still a hammer. It's just kind of expensive, all right. This craftsman's gonna run out of money. What we got? Slingers, storm vermin alert. 5, 5. Okay, so we can indeed see the entire army here. He has a plague seer with the vermintide. So no Aeronet shenanigans. Okay, yeah, he's seriously just spamming storm vermin. Well, that'll be quite interesting, won't it? Interesting. Yeah, so it's just an absurd amount of storm vermin. As you can see here, though, he can indeed bully the Grace here. He's gonna get the summon. So we're just gonna back it up. And we're just here to be annoying. Storm vermin versus my dudes. Who wins? We'll see. Jeez. Dude, that Gracier is getting annihilated. Does he have any source of mass to stop me from just killing him? I don't know. I don't particularly... I don't really know how this one's gonna pan out. We might be able to outmaneuver him too. This will be a good pendulum. So he just straight up got terror routed. This is the downside of playing Skaven. Your life is suffering. Yeah, get him! Beat him up! Gracier of Plague having a rough day. Okay, he does finally get the Rat Ogres in though. Get some nice pull-throughs here with the Storm Vermin. I will say his Storm Vermin lines are being quite annoying. Malagor is gonna need a dip. Summons another Clan Rat, but it's not gonna do too much. I'm just gonna keep bullying this guy. What are the odds that he can actually catch me with this Rat Ogres, right? It's not like this thing takes missile damage anyways. Is it gonna attack though? God, this thing's janky, man. This thing's so janky. I don't know how I feel about it. At the very least though, we've got him on the run. This thing will never die to missiles. That's pretty nice. My Slongors, however, were not built to deal with this particular situation though. It's also something important to note. He's probably just gonna resummon his guy, right? It's also kind of unfortunate. Do I have anything to kill these guys? Without Bestigors, it's actually a little awkward. I guess the Minotaurs are gonna be my sole tool here. Not the most comfortable situation, I must say. To have to rely on just those guys. At the very least, we got his Lord on the run, though. So his Lord's in a bit of an awkward situation, right? Because the moment he leaves himself exposed... Oh my god, what a pendulum. The moment he leaves himself exposed to the elements, we can go beat him up. Plus most of his range stuff I can handle. Man, these guys are annoying though. Can I get his Lord? Can I get his Lord? This thing does not have the best animations, I must say. Yeah, its animations feel real bad. I don't know how I feel about this guy. I think he kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we got some Centaurs in the backfield at least. They'll do great. Can maybe get some cycle charge in here. Centaurs. Yeah, they're gonna have a field day here. Use some dogs to free these guys up. And then he summons a Plague Claw Catapult. Okay, now, at most, there's no way he's been saving up that much, right? He has. Gets a Rat Ogre. Dang. Alright. So Mad Lad's been saving up a ton of cash. Mad Lad's been saving up lots of cash. So we're gonna need to deal with that. I'm gonna kill off his dogs, but his Plague Claw lives. And my Centaurs are taking a little bit of heat. You can see though, he has to reposition to defend the catapult. How's this going? Minotaurs, yeah, it'll be fine. How's this guy doing? Dude, this thing sucks. This thing sucks so bad, man. What? How's this thing so bad? This thing costs 2,000 gold, man. And for what? A little bit of Lord sniping action? That's it? God. I am thoroughly not impressed with the performance of this unit here. Thoroughly not impressed. Let's go ahead and keep getting some Centaurs. They should be good. And hopefully we're gonna rout off some of these Rat Ogres. Its ability can't even be used multiple times. It's so sad. Oh my goodness. Come on. Just do something, man. Just do literally anything. At least the missile resist is kind of cool, I guess. God, it has no animations though. Its animations are so bad. Alright, here we go. The Lord hunt continues. Maybe he'll be able to bully his Lord or something. I have some dogs here, that's good. Use the dogs to bully his backfield. Alright, the Lord hunt. It's going okay, I guess. How much value does this thing have? 400? Oh my god. Yeah, okay, yeah, this thing sucks. This thing sucks butts, man. It's so bad. This thing's done nothing the entire battle. I can make it die faster. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. Oh boy. Alright, at least I should be able to kill off some Rat Ogres here. I'm gonna use Malagor to kill his Lord instead. It hasn't routed yet. I guess that's kind of impressive. We're going to get a big leadership debuff here. It's a big leadership debuff. You know what? I will say it does have pretty decent leadership. I'll give it that. A second Plague Claw Catapult. That's kind of insane. Holy mass route though. Dang, that's a crazy mass route. Take that. All right. So we got a pretty nifty route at least. I'm gonna bring in some of these guys. Hey, I got his Lord. That's pretty good. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Talk about a mass route. Holy moly. That's rough. I did not expect Doom and Darkness to get so much work done. That was... that's impressive. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Get a little bit of work done here. Gonna need to get the Butchers of Kalkengard back, though. And I don't know how to keep his Lord gone and off the battlefield. We'll see, though. Maybe I can pull something off. Dude, those catapults are so annoying. They're actually getting a lot of damage in. Do I have another Doom and Darkness? I think we're still dead. I think we're still dead, but yeah, no, we're still super dead. Though it was kind of close. I feel like I should have just spammed Centaurs this game, though. Centaurs and Manticores. I think for sure, obviously, Manticores are just better than than the Breton. Right? You're just gonna be better off if you do that. How much value did he get? 600? He got 600. Okay, the thing he does though is he doesn't die. Yeah, a close game. There's a non-zero chance I pull it back. I will say though, the storm vermin are quite annoying when you're usually expecting chaff. Breton mishandled by me. Yes, I should leave it out of combat for longer. Yeah, I think storm vermin are probably gonna be a new Skaven special. All right, yeah, that's GG. GG. I think storm vermin are gonna be the new Skaven frontline. You gotta actually respect their armor tide. They're still not insane, but they're a unit that you have to account for now, which I think changes things. Like, obviously I just spam Slongors and Gores, expecting the normal Skaven style, but they did super good against these guys. At the end of the day, I think if you just have enough cavalry, you'll probably be able to crush it still. Scourge of Ardennes. Oh my goodness, that thing sucked. I could have taken 2 chimeras for the same price. Skaven OP. Yo, I will say though, them having better storm vermin, it's actually really hype. I'm happy for them, man. Alright, high elves. I feel like there's some disgusting plays we can do with high elves. Really hope the Breton gets buffed. The model looks really nice, yeah. Alright, what's Czarix gonna play though? If he's sticking with Skaven, that would be pretty cool. Looks like he might play Norska, alright. I feel like bolt throwers, or like sky cutters in general, you take them as cleanup crew. The warriors. Warriors of chaos. But yeah, I don't actually, you know, I kind of want to see if you just have 4 sky cutters at the start. Okay, no, he is sticking with Skaven. Although Skaven are not exactly an anti-air faction, so maybe I will. Maybe I will do this. If he goes storm vermin again, this build should just wreck his face, right? I got the Spirit Leech. Lord Snipe shenanigans. I could go the classic though. Fireball Lord Snipe. Burning Head. Get the stalk ability. In case he has them reserve artillery pieces again. Howling Warp Gale plus Rattling Gunner plus Jezzails. Ooh, yeah, I guess that would be pretty annoying versus Sky Cutters, though the Bolt Thrower variant could probably bully the Jezzails. If he does just have a ludicrous number of Jezzails, though, I think life could be tough. If I get a double Flamespire Phoenix, though, I can just jump him. I can't even ready because I don't have ground units. Alright, so we're gonna need to start with something else. But yeah, I kind of want to see if there's some ludicrous filth we can go for. Warp Gale gonna be fun. Imagine he doesn't bring Warp Gale. Is it an insta loss? Or will he pull it through? I actually really wanna see how this plays out. This is so jank. Take the Sword Master to kill the Storm Vermin. Sick plays. Alright, 1 Illyrian Reaver, 1 Herald of the Wind. Now I have some basic capture rate, and then if you spam Cav, I think Skaven just get wrecked. Everything I know about Skaven tells me that spamming Cavalry is probably enough. Probably enough to wreck their faces. I don't think I really need anything else. And then if he just goes a main-tied infantry swarm, I can just use these things as chariots.
Scourge of Arden didn't use hide in forest.
Ooh, that's
Amateur
true.
hour over here.
Oh my god. Yo, the hide in forest is the saddest ROR benefit I've ever seen. Oh boy. I think I could have won that though if I microed with my Cav better. I think it was actually winnable, because as good as Storm Vermin are, they are kind of slow. So I can just kind of overwhelm them with the Cav. Although you will have 4 halberds. Storm Vermin halberds are quite tricky for cavalry to actually kill. So I could see them getting some work done there. You think he's gonna have like a warp lightning cannon? That would be annoying. There's a lot that can counter sky cutters actually. Murworm's ROR buff is minor and boring. It's a slow aura, isn't it? Isn't that kind of cool? It's kind of small, but it's not as exciting as Shredder of Lustria. Jabber would have cooked. Oh my gosh, yeah, Jabber Slay. You can see the fun in hiding a big SC in the forest. Maybe if it had Vanguard. Okay, but then like what do you do with it though? There's like nothing that it does. It just seems, I think it's not a really great combat fighter. Its missile resist is really cool though. I think CA should double down. They should give it 80% missile resist. Make it actually unkillable with ranged. But if you have any dedicated melee fighter, you kill it. But like just to have a flying unit that just will never die, I think that's cool. And it'll also be a cool counter to gyrocopters and such, because a lot of these factions don't have the greatest anti-air. I would be down. I'd be down for that. Greasus 1 million speed. 12 units. Guy's gone quite thin. Are we gonna see more catapult shenanigans? I will say those catapults did cook pretty hard in that last match. Hopefully we don't let that happen again. He has the Ikit Claw and he overcasts with unlimited power. Slightly unfortunate. Just gonna turn off Fire at Will. I can't fireball this guy, but he has quite a bit of HP and armor. Fluncing and Warp Gales, pretty standard fare. And there's the Jezzails. Alright. What is that spell? What is that spell? What's it doing? Oh, that's the bolt thingy. Got dodged. Oh boy, alright. Well, let's see how this goes. So he has the Jezzails, but is it enough is the real question. To that, I don't really have an answer. These guys can just shoot the Jezzails though, which is what I feel like is a little sketchy for him. Oh, he does have rattling gunners. Okay, gonna get a pretty nice burning head at least. All right, let's see if we can bully these guys. That warp gale's lasting a while. How much longer? 5 seconds. Should be able to get a terror out on these guys at least. I'm gonna lose one of my thingamadudes, but we're gonna route off his stuff, so I think it's okay. Yeah, he's taking some massive heat on these guys, and there's the terror route. These things are super good at disengaging, mind you. All right, and that's one of his ranged tools off the battlefield now. Very nice. I just gotta escort him off. The natty boobos. The other ones I'll have to manage in a bit. Oh, he got the net. He got the net. Birds though, very annoying. I'm gonna turn on Fire Wolf with these guys now. Yeah, the Warp Gale, he's doing his bestest with the Warp Gales. Okay, only a couple more seconds. The problem is that these guys are ludicrously tanky, though. We're talking absurdity levels of tankiness, right? Oh my god, they didn't die. They didn't die. Holy smokeroos. You will have some skirmishers here, though. But, yeah, there you go. There's the route. He has some triads though over there. Lord's taking a bit of heat. She can dodge though. Should be able to bully Ikitclaw at least. Of course, we have a big old Phoenix here to escort yet another one of these guys off the battlefield. Ikitclaw's getting bullied pretty bad. And what we can do is we can... Oh. There we go. Bomb drops. Just gotta get the efficiency. Phoenixes are pretty good for this. Yeah, there they go. That's not bad. Ikitclaw's taking deeps. I'm relatively happy. Especially because we can start the Cav max now. The skirmishers are certainly annoying though. I think he's getting another big missile spell on my lord. No, just a flancing. Alright, not the end of the world. Have to be a little careful here, but I think we're doing all right-ish. Maybe I'm taking a little bit too much damage on my phoenixes. Should be able to keep bullying Ikit at least. Dang, that hurts. Alright, so my lord's gonna have to be on retirement duty. Those rat ogres be suffering though. And I should be able to get at least a decent route on these here triads. At least I think I can if I get a good enough rear charge on them. Alright, there you go. Get them, bolt throwers. These teeny tiny skirmishers, there's no way they actually bother the bolt throwers, right? Oh crap. His guys came back. Where'd my lord go? What? She died? She died to these guys? Oh my god. Or maybe she died to something else. I don't know. That's kind of unfortunate. Minus 16. I'll have to resummon her then. All right, tiny bit unfortunate. We live though, and I should be able to at least resecure a couple of these points. We'll kill Ikitclaw, and then life will be much better. Yeah, still having all the models on my chariots is pretty crazy. It's true. They really don't take damage super fast. What was that? Another net. A bit of a net coming on in. There you go. Capture point secured. Just gonna keep bullying Icket, and then as soon as my lord comes back, we'll be goodies. And we have time here, man. We have so much time. We have time to sit back, relax, get the lord back and all that. What even is this? Can the game work for once? It's probably a skirmisher. It's probably a skirmisher. It's kind of unnerving. All right. I'll have my lord back. We're gonna get some sick shots on his ogres here. Okay, they're triads. All right, there you go. Yeah, they were just stealthed. Honestly, I feel like stealth units should not be visible, though. I did not mean to land. That's my B. Phoenixes certainly taking a bit of heat. Not the prettiest of circumstances. It gets suffering, though. Might be able to kill the guy. If we're lucky. Thankfully, one of my birds comes back. That's good. The other one dies, though. Oh, we have a little bit of a match here. I really want to use these chariots as chariots, though. I think it's time. I think it's time they cooked. So let's just, yeah, blitz our way through all of these guys. I think I friendly fired my bird. Oh my god, Icket Claw, what a menace. What a menace! He lives! Chariots are cooking, though. Skycutter's doing well. He gets the net. Gotta be super careful with my lord. Can't afford to let her die. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting bout. I kind of threw a little bit. Icket Claw continuing to live is obviously a big issue. Gonna get maybe an attack on him, though. Maybe a fireball on his face. Oh my god, bro. This guy, he don't die. He don't die. My chariots are dead too. He finally killed him. Come on, man. Come on. You know he's saving up too. Yeah, I kind of goobered it. And he's gonna get a big deeps ability. Oh, I think I mega goofed. Not killing Icket Claw is a big misplay. And using my phoenixes way too aggressively on him. Oh my god, he's gonna live. He's gonna live. I'll be able to kill off the Rattling Gunners, though. So at the very least, he probably doesn't have a lot of spare cash lying around. That is a benefit for us. And you know what? With enough cavalry, anything's possible. Except my lord's dying again. Can you not, lady? Can you not? Oh, hey, a lot of my bolt throwers came back, though. That's hype. Okay, maybe we can get some work done with these chariots. Icket should be gone, alright? He'll be gone, so that'll be fine. And then I can jump his Rattling Gunners. And then as soon as he's dead, then we'll be able to rout off these guys. And then I can re-secure some points. Life will be happy-go-lucky. Oh my goodness, he's gonna rally, isn't he? Oh, he gonna rally. Do I have a burning head here? Okay, I do have a burning head. That should at least get some work done. And come on. Come on, you darn fool. Route, dang it. Okay, there we go. I did hold the point. That's good. And he is now out of stuff. All right. No more leadership. No more Icket Claw, no more nothing. I just have to close out by actually capturing points. Dude, I misplayed hard with my phoenixes, though. I misplayed so hard with the phoenixes. Would have been real nice having a source of terror here in the late game, but that's life. Yeah, this is the map pack. We got the mod on. All right, here we go. Do I have any reavers I can bring in? I don't have much. He resummoned another range unit? That's kind of crazy. It makes sense though, right? He just wants to value trade it up. He shouldn't be able to kill all my cav at least. We did rout off those fools in the distance. Should be able to kill off these night runners. Time is of the essence though. And if he gets a rat ogre summon here, I think we're just screwed. There they are, the nighty woobos. Alright, where's his stuff at? I think he wants to resummon Ikit too. That's kind of crazy. Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna be able to shut these guys down probably, but it's gonna be just a little awkward. Okay, looking not the worst over here. Oh my god, my lord though. Can you not die for 1 second? My lord micro leaves a lot to be desired. I think I could have won this. It was kind of sloppy play by me. Czarix kind of screwed up by summoning way too much range, and I kind of let him get away with it by losing my phoenixes and being a little too greedy on Ikit Claw. Honestly, the Spirit Leech probably would have been better. Double minus 16. Yo, she dead. She died again. Brutality. All right, let's see if we can capture this 1 point first. We're gonna capture 1 point. We're down to Lord though, and he's probably gonna secure this one soon enough. And can we get him? God, his micro is so good with those guys over there. Yeah, he's just not letting them get caught. I get the capture point, but he's won it. GG. Yeah, I kind of goofed with the phoenixes. Whew. Losing to Skaven seems insane. Well, I was going a kind of crazy experimental build. You can see the sky cutters are good, but he kind of just brought the tools to kill them. I think, yeah, if I use my phoenixes slightly better, I think he would have been screwed. But my phoenix play was real bad. We got them like 100% HP to 0. Honestly, I feel like just going for like the usual Shadow Warriors is much better versus Skaven. But I think it's important to test out as much as possible. How's the new stuff? I think it's actually not too crazy. Even the sky cutters don't feel too crazy. I'd say it's not terrible. Meta will shift a lot of factions got a bunch of new toys. I'd say times are very exciting indeed. I'll go Brett. Skycutters are okay versus Furies. They'll lose versus an even number of Furies, but if they outnumber them, then the Furies die too quickly. Any successful changeling shenanigans? Outside of the Sisters of Twilight, I think not really. All the other things are kind of memey. But sometimes you see the changeling. Pleasure Seekers versus Champions of Slanesh. I think Pleasure Seekers are better than Champions. They're just way faster, and that helps keep them out of trouble. Whereas Champions, they're kind of squishy. They can get focus down pretty hard. Of all players, don't underestimate Czarix. I wasn't underestimating. I might just misplayed. But alright, he's staying high elves. How interesting. Let's go with the let's go with some standard Bretonnia stuff. You think he's gonna pull off some insane-o Skycutter shenanigans versus Bretonnia? That might actually not be the worst thing ever. To just take a whack load of Skycutters. Lewin will be definitely a good option though. Sure, why not? Let's take Foe Seeker. And I'm just gonna go like a normal, average, boring Bretonnia build. Because I kind of want to see what Czarix cooks up. Yeah, I kind of want to see what crazy strat he's gonna do with the new tools at his disposal. Ooh, I can use the new Wind Blast. So Wind Blast has a minus 40% speed effect when you get hit by it now. That makes it extremely annoying to deal with, because your cavalry is just always going to be getting bullied. No Green Knight versus High Elves. Green Knight's a bit too risky, too much magic damage. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go like, you know, just a very vanilla Bretonnian style, using the new Wind Blast to maybe catch his cavalry. And then we'll kind of go from there. Maybe I'll take like a Foot Squire and a Battle Pilgrim, just in case he has something that's weak to them. Who knows, maybe he's gonna chaff spam it. He could take a bunch of the sword dudes. Full melee and 4 Knights Errant. Guess the archers, they can be a liability. It just feels really weird not running at least a few archers as Bretonnia. I'm gonna take them anyways. If I get punished, it'll be a good learning experience. The silencing guy versus Bretonnia, so Green Knight. The silent... Okay, so he's saying the counter to being silenced is to take the Green Knight, because then he benefits me. But the thing is, he can activate the ability when he wants, right? That's way too convoluted to actually work. That's insanely convoluted. Oh boy. I don't even think it's that good versus Bretonnia. What's there to silence? Ooh, he might go Oceanids. Or Oceanids, whatever you're supposed to call them. Or like a Sea Elemental. There, I have an excuse for archers now. Is he gonna take the Murworm? No way. I think Lewin destroys the Murworm. In fact, he probably destroys all the SEs, right? The Silent Man, the new legendary hero that's just a good duelist. Oh, I guess. Isn't it like really easy to give him magic attacks though? We'll see. He could very well bring a squad that can kill Lewin. He's not anti-large, he's anti-everything. Guy's insane. You can you chase the Sky Cutters with Pegasus Knights. I think with the amount of high elf anti-air, that seems like a bad idea. I was thinking about going for the air squad, but yeah, Caradrian. Non-zero chance he brings Caradrian, and then Lewin can't fight him. The problem is that to use the Green Knight, I'd have to land and seed or secede the I think that's the right word, the air game anyways. I'm not really about that. I want to lose the air. I don't want to lose the air. $20 units to his 19. So my army's gonna be larger than his, right? He has some Seaguard shields, some Mage of Fire. He's just going Eltharion. Boring. 3, 3, 3. Yeah, that's it. And a bunch of silver. The guy's been really liking silver lately. Well, Men-at-Arms should be pretty good here. So he does have 2 casters, Eltharion and the Burning Head person. It's pretty interesting. So we gotta do some pre-splits here, just to make sure Burning Head ain't too problematic. So get some more spearmen, and you know what? This actually is a not terrible situation for more infantry. Foot Squires and Battle Pilgrims, they'll be great. He's gonna have to Burning Head my infantry, my archers. So that should put him in a little bit of an awkward situation, I'd say. You get a couple pot shots here. Just a tiny bit of damage. Just a wee bit of damage. And then we're just gonna take this fight. I have a pretty chunky line here. These guys are pretty chunk. We can just yeah, we can just go for it. Then Lewin's just gonna pull away. He doesn't have anything to catch Lewin, so he really should be totally fine. There's the Burning Head. Doesn't get too much deeps in. We're just gonna park here with the Louis. With archer support, he should be able to tussle versus Eltharion. That's not a big deal. And now we can start spamming these guys. Now he's summoned in the Sky Cutters. But will that be enough? Lewin's the OG beat stick. So he'll be just dandy in this situation. He'll keep fighting Eltharion. It's totally fine with him. He'll be good. I did forget one of my grill reliques though, but so far so good. Like, it really seems like he's kind of crushing it, right? Dang, Louis annihilating Eltharion, man. He's annihilating the poor guy. Not bad, not bad, man. Dude, what a Chad. Super duper Chad mode. Takes basically no damage from Eltharion and puts him on the run. You don't mess with this guy, man. He's the OG. There's a few spears getting ahead of themselves, by the way. That's a bad position for them, though. Overall, it's generally a pretty bad situation. His Sky Cutters are going to be shooting Louis. But as usual, he's an absolute Chad, so shouldn't have to worry about that too much. We're going to get the Mistwalker barrage here soon, so just have to be a little careful about that. Foot Squire is doing pretty well. Honestly, I feel like High Elves are actually not that great. With the DLC, I feel like High Elves are actually kind of garbo. That was a really badly placed Burning Head. I think he just fully friendly fired himself. But yeah, I've actually not been super impressed by the High Elves here. It just doesn't feel like they really have the teeth to it just feels like they don't really have teeth to win. Like the Sky Cutters don't really make a huge difference. So we can get a little bit of a cav charge here. Should be okay though. If I get a couple questing knights, I should be able to beat them up. Louis should be able to kill the Fireborn too. Do that. Good little cav charge over there. And then we're gonna slow him down. To take away a top player's micro is to really put them in a bad spot. And yeah, even with Czarix's micro, the Fireborn are simply way too bogged down here to actually disengage, so they're not really going to be much of an issue, I think. And he has no blob punishing. And Lewin's Jad still. Oof. Alright, gets pretty good Mistwalker barrage. As long as we make sure these guys never escape, though, I'm happy. Yeah, go. Big cleanup over there. Beat him up. What's the stat difference? Oh my gosh, he's so much better statted than Eltharion. Jeez, man. I didn't realize he was that much better. I've never seen Eltharion get dumpstered so hard. Usually Eltharion's a Chad. Just a little bit more and then we get there. I have my questing knights. Jeez Louise. Oh, he's also being buffed by the Grail relic. Holy smokes. Lewin's insane. Yo, this Bretonnia DLC is crazy, guys. I would highly recommend buying Bretonnia once Tides of Torment comes out. Clearly, that's the best option, man. Wowza. Wowza. What absolute devastation this was. And he's dead. Yeah. You go up against the king. You're gonna get smacked. I don't know the right phrase, but you know what I mean. And he's still healing too. Guy never stopped healing, didn't rout. So yeah, and I also took I took the Beloved Son. So all my guys get insane melee attack bonuses. Plus 13 melee attack. Everyone's a Chad. Everyone's insane now. The melee attack is through the roof. There goes his caster. She did. Ooh, are you ready for a sick play? So these guys have 110 armor, right? And then if I use Louis to do that, now they only have 80 armor. So Wind Blast will do significantly more damage to them. Can I rear charge them? Can I actually get these Phoenix Guard to route? I swear, if they route to a bunch of peasants. Come on, big rear charge. Big rear charge. My cav is not charging super well. Oh. Oh, they're gonna route. They're gonna route. Poor guys. Poor guys, man. There they go. It's the most elite of yeah, it's the most elite thing that they could bring to bear. If I keep dodging with Louis, he's not gonna die either. Yo, I should take the Beloved Son more often, considering how often I let my lords take damage. I feel like that'd be a good idea. Just keep dodging. He has to be a little careful here. If he gets into a melee against these guys, they might kill him. It's kind of TBD. Oh, dang. That hurts. No, Louis. No. He died. He died to the Sky Cutters. They did what Eltharion couldn't. Yeah, he's being buffed by the dead dude. Okay, yeah. Yo, Sky Cutters in melee. Honestly, he should just stick the Sky Cutters on me. They're really good at fighting SCs, I must say. Yeah, Louis washed. Screw him. Clearly he sucks. Louis, no. Come back. Oh, my buff. Wait, do I get to keep it? No, okay, it's gone. I thought I get to keep the beloved son of Bretonnia. How's the Sea Elemental doing? Eh. Could be better, right? Already lost most of its HP. Yeah, you know, it's not terrible, though. 700 gold. Damsel. Get the damsel in here. Yeah, Sky Cutters have a base charge bonus of... Wow. Yeah, with momentum, 72. That's crazy. Yeah, Sky Cutters are so good at charging SCs. Honestly, they could have helped Altharian, that's for sure. 4,300. Jeez. Yeah, how'd my guys do here? Ah, yeah, look at that. That was actually pretty good. I had a feeling he'd bring silver in. Questing Knights, not bad. Yeah, that's just a rough one. Alright. Let's go Eastern Isle. And has issues with authority, that's why he always kills his lords. Yeah, I'm really too aggressive with them. When they get low on HP, they should just be put on the back burner. For sure. Yo, Vampire Counts got anything new? Who got anything new? I'll go Warriors of Chaos. More of that Brett DLC. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos got as much as Norse got. They got Bearman. Okay, so Chaos got Bearman. They got Bjorg Bearstruck. They got Strykar. Stirkar? I don't know. Steerkar. They got Steerkar, they got Bearman, they got Bjorg, they got the Dreadmaw, they got Champions of Slanesh, they got Bloodshriek Chimera and the normal Chimera. Yo, Warriors of Chaos, man. They crazy. Yeah, actually just a Warriors DLC. I guess they didn't get a new Lord, but they didn't need that. Sartorial and Archaon are good enough. We all know you run Warhammer 3 behind the scenes. Yo, if I ran Warhammer 3 behind the scenes and all I could get was like a Wind Blast change, that would be so sad. What happened, man? Czarix gonna stay High Elves, we'll see. Okay, he's staying High Elves. Is this guy good? Yeah, Bearmen feel really weird to be on the Warriors of Chaos. Like, they have the blue background. They look like Norskins. They feel like Norskins. I think it's really weird. But you know what? At this point, I don't care anymore, man. I just want C8 to fix some basic bare bones issues. I just want them to fix some basic bare bones issues, and then maybe we can work on the nitpicking stuff. But yeah, I think the spectator UI is like the biggest thing for me. I think as soon as that is fixed, I don't really like that. That would be the biggest quality of life. So I'd rather they not waste resources trying to finagle things around. Kind of takes away from Norska's flavor. Oh yeah, I disagree with it, but like I said, it's just I disagree with it, but like there's just bigger fish to fry at the end of the day. Do I want Doom Knights against a Tempest faction? That sounds like a terrible idea. Yeah, when was the last DLC that Warriors of Chaos didn't get something? Alright, I think you want to take 5 Barrowmen. I think Final Transmutation and Searing Doom are just good. Could even take the Rock of Inevitability and the GAC. It's either that or Plague of Rust for my Hellstriders to do better. Price-wise, you're looking at the same thing. Plague of Rust is pretty jokes, though. If you can't escape the Hellstriders, you're pretty screwed, right? They did change Hellstrider cap to be 3, by the way. Insanity. You know what? Let's run Bjorg here. I feel like Bjorg is hype. You can even use Guardian, but I don't think you actually put anything on this guy. Yeah, I think Bjorg, he has a lot of cool stuff, but honestly, as a 1300 guy, it's kind of good enough. Maybe the Barafang Talisman if you really feel like he's gonna get sniped. I have money left over, so sure. Yeah, we'll stack him up a bit, but at the end of the day, that's 300 gold. That's almost a full Marauder down. Oh, yeah, the Dreadmaw. Dreadmaw. I want to run the Dreadmaw against Czarix more. Because it's so freaking annoying to deal with. You know what? Screw it. We're playing Norska again, alright? This is just Norska with Sartorial. You literally do the exact same thing. It's silly. But you know what? I think it would be... Yeah, I think this is hype. And then the Pleasure Guard could be really good if he doesn't have a big SE. Then again, with the amount of spears he has, probably not. These guys are large. Makes them very different from Wrathmongers. Much more susceptible to many forms of damage. Warriors of Chaos getting Dreadmaw seems worse to you than Barrowman. Yeah, I love how blue the background is. Like, this blue background is totally a Norska thing, but... There's even snow, man. There's like snow is... I don't know. Whatever, though. Alright. Whatever. I'm done. I'm done complaining. I'm not done complaining, but... I'm done getting worked up over stuff I can't control. At some point, we gotta move on with our lives. Do enough units route for Stykar, Sturkar to do anything? Like, I can make them pretty beastly. But most high elf stuff is flying. So will I actually get to use them? I don't think so. I think what I really want is, ooh, Chaos Knight Lances. Ooh. Hell yeah. Yo, I've actually been enjoying Chaos Knight Lances quite a bit as of late. They're really, really good. Because they got a 100 gold price reduction. And they have ludicrous armor. And actually pretty good stats. They're relatively cheap now. I might even take another one. Yeah. Who needs skirmishers, man? I'm chaos. I got 2 Dreadmaws. Done complaining. Who is this? And press X to doubt. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta keep complaining, but now is not the time, alright? I already got my frustrations out that one stream. I just want to enjoy the game now. So, man, my shoulders are so tired, man. Oh, boy. Yo, last night was so sucky. I think I went through like 2 fevers last night. It was bad. It was so bad. All right, Maraud Bearman. I swear, this really feels like a Norska build. This really feels like a Norska build. But you know what? Maybe, you know, in multiplayer, Warriors of Chaos are gonna be able to play around with these new tools too. As long as it doesn't become like the early Warhammer 3 meta, where people were just spamming spawn on all the factions. So literally every battle was just like 4 spawn, grinding against 4 spawn. That was, yeah, that was pretty rough. Was not a big fan of that. Also, he's going Skycutter Kite. Do I have an answer to that? I feel like Hell Cannons are kind of insane. We'll see. I got the Maws coming. I got the Dread Maws. Sartorial with the jukes. Just gotta be careful with the Bearmen. Just make sure they don't die. Just gonna unburrow these lads. Fortunately, they take ages to unburrow. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, no. Alright, that's a little unfortunate. Sartorial taking some heat. Just a little bit of heat. Yo, Dreadmaw is cooking, though. Ouch, bro. Alright, so Sartorial got Omega cooked. Can I bully Eltharion, though? Can I bully Eltharion? Jeez Louise, Sartorial got so cooked. Alright, Sartorial has to retire for the rest of his life now. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll camp his Sky Cutters with these guys. That should help out at least. We got Bjorg. He's cooking. He's not gonna die anytime soon either. And there's Drag Princess. Alright, yeah, I'm so dead. I'm so dead, man. Is Bjorg gonna die? How does this situation pan out? Jeez Louise! He's really bullying Sartorial. Oh, does the Dreadmaw attack these guys? Oh, he can. Okay, that's hype. Yeah, get him, Bjorg. Beat him up. All right, we're working him. Dude, Sartorial is so cooked. I'm just gonna commit to resummoning him, man. Sartorial's just gonna be resummoned. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Gonna get another dodge there. Bjorg is he's doing all right. He's doing okay. We're doing fine. We're doing fine, man. Not to worry in the world. A lot of infantry coming in. All right. Run, Sartorial, run! God, I wish he was closer to give his Plague of Rustarino there. This was a terribly played game by me. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the Plague of Rust to kill his Dragon Princes. That's not good. That's not good at all, man. Oh my gosh, Sartorial's flying up in the sky. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He's gonna start crumbling soon. Dreadmaw's gonna die. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was not played as well as I could have hoped for. We'll have some knights coming in though. Bro, Sartorial got so cooked. Is there any way we win this? Is there any way we win this? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna get this. And we're gonna check this out. And then Sartorial's gonna die, but I'm gonna kill off his dragon princes. And then he will be triple capped. And then victory shall be mine. And victory shall be mine. Sartorial may die, but that's okay. Look at that final transmutation. It's doing... Wow, you routed off the Chaos Knights. Wow, this was a rough one. This one right here was a very rough... It's a very rough game. I think we're just dead. Unless this triple cap goes ultra hard. I think we're just dead. I think we just... Yeah. I think we just got ultra counter builded. Maybe I should not be running Sartorial. Though, if you don't have Sartorial, then what are you supposed to do? I can't control the skies, right? That's the problem. Yeah, he's 4,000 up. Alright. G. On re. Okay, maybe we can both change builds. God, that's terrible though. That's terrible. Bjorg was pretty cool though. I think Bjorg was hype. But yeah, no way to deal with the Sky Cutters. Though I think maybe Horsemen can deal with them. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Let's go Dust Bowl. Big old flat map. All right, I gotta rethink this. Flying Lord against Tempest is way too risky, right? Yeah, Tempest got hands for sure. I think we just stick with the Searing Doom. We go for an Archie, right? Either that or I go for the super cheap Lord. What would a super cheap Lord look like? I can take Blue Fire. Yeah, Dreadmaws are really slow. They're only good versus infantry ranged, but versus cavalry range, it's not as good. Make a Spectator UI mod. That was made before, but there was some issues back in the day, so we couldn't really commit to it. Let's see here. Yeah, how do you not get kited as Chaos? I don't think you can just go... I don't think you can just go the Mantide strat. You're gonna have Sky Control. Now, there's a few ways you can be funny. Like, you can just take Horsemen. Screamers are anti-large flyers technically, but they're actually just weak to infantry. Their stats are so bad that they only do average versus large. And then they're terrible versus small. It's, yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's how it be. Oh, I can run a Slanesh. I can run a Pavane caster. I forgot Chaos could do that. Yeah, just run a Demonic Steed Slaneshi caster with Pavane. Bro, no one's gonna expect that. Yeah, look at that. So I have Pavane. We have a bunch of Hellstriders. This feels much better. This feels significantly better. You get the Bearmen. I think 5 Bearmen might be excessive if you're really worried about kite. Honestly, Bjorg is cool, but I don't think he brings enough to the table to really be worth considering. Just gonna do this. So I start off with some Horsemen. We got some Hellstriders. If he goes for a normal shooty build, I guess, you know what? Yeah, I'll have the Bearmen. I'll have the Barrowmen to handle that situation. Aw, yeah, look at that perfect spend. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. What is this? Silence? Duration 21 seconds. The Black Tongue. 2 uses, though. That's pretty garbage. That's not going to be super impactful. This guy's kind of expensive, too, for just a horse character, though Demonic Steed is quite strong. We'll see how good of a fighter he is. Maybe he'll be clutch. And then Chaos Knights, they kind of feel too slow, right? 70 speed is just not fast enough. Hell, Rotting Riders are faster. Yeah. I can use the Rotting Riders to counter his Dragon Princes. If I get the feeling that he's saving up for that, not a terrible choice. And then maybe some Great Weapon dudes. Uncle Furuncle. Yes, the Furunkmeister. Truly OP. But yeah, I've used up all my marks. We have extra Hell Cannon. This feels not bad. This feels not bad. This guy technically doesn't count as a mark unit too. So we can bring him at 1400. Ooh, Demonic Steed makes him so much faster. Dang. Alright. 1650. We're going to play around a bit. See how that feels. Mostly, though, I want to get... mostly, I just want to get some sick Pavane action. Then I think we're good. 2 Forsaken for some Gav. This feels not bad. Not enough Forsaken. Yeah, I really wonder what's better here, Barrowmen or Forsaken. Forsaken got that armor. But yeah, in theory at least, Skycutter should die to Pavane. In general, Kite build should suffer versus Pavane. So, all going well, that's not too bad. I just have to remember, against Tempest factions, don't take a Flying Lord. Unless it's, unless they have some crazy resistances like Lewin. Lewin can be flying, but you're kind of asking for an insta loss. Isn't the Chimera a good option as well? I get the feeling the Chimera is going to be nerfed. A lot of people agree that the Chimera is kind of busted. So I don't want to lean into it so much. And then, of course, yeah, there's Tempest. So I want to see if you can actually beat a Ground High Elves. If it does get nerfed, though, I think a reserve Chimera, in case you don't have Tempest, is a good idea, though. He seemed really careful with the Skycutters last game. Yeah, but if they have to be at 100 meters to avoid Pavane, I think that's far enough away where I don't have to worry about them. I just have to dodge like a mad lad. Some Furies, maybe. We're playing Chaos, no Furies. That's the one thing Chaos doesn't have. But yeah, we got a big old giant map here. I got a lot of horsemen. We got a lot of these guys. We got the Pavane action. What is not to love? The great build. The great old comfy build. Once again, we're looking at 9 units. Czarix going pretty thin with this build. And we got this guy. So Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Slaanesh. They're quite expensive, but they have insane stats, Soporific Musk, and 100 speed. Some speed demon levels of play here. He once again has Tempest and Arcane Unforging, which is not the end of the world. I just have to rampage these guys further away from the Phoenix Guard. The Phoenix Guard potentially can get a lot of work in if I'm not careful. A little misplay here from Czarix too. Taking a little bit deeps, and those guys are far enough away from the Phoenix Guard now where I can pretty easily just go for that. We're gonna use some Hellstriders, maybe catch him out. No, we're just gonna keep dodging with this guy. We're just gonna dodge with him, he'll be fine. If he dies, we'll bring him back. Reavers are just not fast enough to really survive this terrible situation. And that Pavane went okay. They didn't take that much damage. Not my best Pavaning I've ever done. As long as I keep dodging with this guy, though, I think I'm happy. We are going to get the Hell Cannon now. Let's see what work this can possibly get done. And then I can start capturing some points. A couple units of infantry here are not a big issue. And then his, what are these? Just Reavers. So I can just melee them. That's totally fine. Now, as you can see, he is starting to focus fire my Hell Cannon. But if I dismount it, they shouldn't get too many hits in. We have captured his points. Nice. A couple Silver Helms get summoned. But not the biggest of deals. We did rout off one of his skirms. We'll be routing off the other skirm soon. And the Barrowmen will just take ages to kill off. The Barrowmen take bloody millennia. Oh, he retargeted. Alright, so we want to reman this. I'm just going to keep dodging. Wait for my next Pavane, and then life should be fairly comfortable. Yeah, there he goes. So he's retargeting, and then we dismount again. This is just going to burn time. As long as I don't lose the Hell Cannon piece, life is mildly comfy. Only mildly, though. My Lord's actually taking so much heat. Yo, Pavane could not come fast enough, too. It's taking its sweet time showing up. Alright, there we go. And we're back. Alright, how are the Barrowmen doing? Barrowmen, not bad. Barrowmen are doing okay. And I'll have some Hellstriders back. Just in time to kill off his Sky Cutters. Is this a Rampage Alariel to death type situation? If I can kill Alariel, that would be huge. I will have some Hellstriders here soon. Come on. Did she get Pavane? She did. Okay, yeah. So, if I just pull her back here and then use my Lord to fight her, I think she just dies. Pretty sure she just dies. That's a pretty sick Pavane. My Lord is a very strong fighter too. She has to chuck out a heal just for her, which is pretty painful. A couple Reavers, not a big issue as usual. Then if we get all of our horsemen here and just focus fire her face, I'm pretty sure she's a dead lady. Yeah, my Lord's doing great against her. Oh, he's doing absolutely fine. He did kill my Hell Cannon though, which is mildly unfortunate. Come on, kill her. This is the big play. If we kill a Lariel, life's great. I don't know if we do, though. It's going to be close. She's very close to routing. I'm going to lose a lot of horsemen here for it. If she barely holds, that's a nasty loss. Though my Lord is a really good duelist. She's taken deeps, but I think she's barely going to escape. An unfortunate situation. So my Lord's probably gonna die, but we will get a resummon. It's not the end of the world. She did have to pop one of her heals. Overall, not the worst, all right? Not the worst. Don't write them off just yet. I still have a lot of horsemen and the like. They'll be great. Lord will be able to live. Ow, boy. And as I say that, he dies. And as I say that, he gets mulched. Oh my gosh. Jeez. And he's running for the hills. So, mildly unfortunate there. As you may have noticed. He got kind of bullied. Alariel's low, though. What do I want? I could bring in the Rotting Riders now. That would not be the most terrible idea. Okay, yeah. So, Lord's dead. But most of my guys are actually okay on the leadership front. A couple of Reavers we can beat up. These guys will just kite away from. I'll just resummon my Lord. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just bring them back. Let's see. There you go. Reavers got killed off over there. Just a couple sky cutters I really have to manage. That's it. Unfortunately, my skirmishers are a little worse for wear. Man, I was really hoping I could kill a L'Oreal there. But her surviving is going to be big issues for me. Especially with so many sky cutters still around. And the ROR Lothern Sea Guard. It's going to be nasty. Now, I do have a plan. We're going to bring in the Rotting Riders. We're going to use them to be my centerpiece. Rotting Riders have very high potential to get work done here. Because he doesn't have a lot of money. So, as a cleanup squad, they can really cook here. Alright, look at them go. So they're just gonna charge straight into the Storm Riders, I think. Nah, they're gonna kill off the Sky Cutters. Yeah, they're just gonna charge straight into the Sky Cutters. And he has basically nothing that can kill these guys. Alright, just like, what, a couple archers are over there? That's not a big deal. Not the best charge I ever had with these guys, but... there you go, what can you do? I will be able to get my Lord back too, right? A couple Silver Helms, also not a big issue. I routed off his Sea Guard on the far side. We still have a bunch of skirmishers. They'll be able to stop the Sky Cutters from cooking too hard. And the Rotting Riders, man, they don't fool around. They're anti-large, they're menaces. Silver Helms are dying. He de-summons one of his Sky Cutters, probably because he knows he has to summon in something more elite to kill off the Riders. And there they are. So the Dragon Princes are in. Alariel is kind of exposed though. Look at that. Alariel is gonna get surrounded by the Rotting Riders. They potentially here could get a lot of work in if I'm lucky. I think that's a yep, Arcane Unforging. Rotting Riders are not the worst first Dragon Princes, by the way. Though I don't know if they win. Maybe not. Crap. Oh, what the crap! I swear they do better. I swear they can do better than that. Well, that's unfortunate. They got mulched. I thought they would win that charge. What the crap? Alright, new plan. I gotta kill a L'Oreal. Yeah, kill a L'Oreal, and that's the only way we win this. Yo, they cook so hard. What was that charge? My poor Rotting Riders, man. Alright, what do I have to kill off Dragon Princes then? Now I don't have something to kill these guys. Yo, I really did not expect them to die that hard. That's not good. Lord is probably gonna die too, as he is surrounded by Dragon Princes. Yo, they got mulched. He's gonna send a L'Oreal on my Lord though. Maybe he gets some good hits. Come on, man. Come on, get those hits in. Get the hits in. Come on, you fool. Oh, that was actually a pretty nice hit. He's gonna get another heal though. Alariel lives. It's a decently pitched battle. He is ahead at the end of the day, but this is a fun one. Oh my gosh, yeah, Alariel's just gonna, yeah, my Lord's just dead. Dang it. I think the Hell Cannon was my big misplay though. All right. Jiwa Blade. Yeah, I kind of flubbed it. I kind of flubbed it on a few fronts. Sky Cutters were a menace, so you can't really bring a Hell Cannon versus them. I think the Hell Cannon versus Sky Cutters, you just have to wait for them to run out of ammo. But yeah, them just sniping your Lord is so annoying. Super duper annoying. Skirmishers were only okay. Rotting Riders were good until I threw them to the winds. But yeah, I think a High Elf air game is quite scary. I think it is quite scary. I'll go Wood Elves next. He can try out one of the new factions against me. fire damage on Dragon Princes. So in a vacuum, I think the Rotting Riders are supposed to win. I think they're supposed to win. This is even with the fire damage, but the AI might have just flubbed the charge in my actual test. My guys were also kind of caught up too and surrounded, which really hurt their leadership. So yeah, Skycutters seem busted. I think they're really good, but they do have counters. They should definitely be a little bit more expensive though, for sure. Alright, so he wants to play High Elves versus Wood Elves. So I can just go with the old style. We can shut down Skycutters with Arrows of Kurnos, thankfully. So at least that's not a big issue. And then as usual, what you need is a spotter. Yeah, you just need a spotter. So you just gotta be able to see where his skirmishers are. And then you're good. So Loic's Blessing is really good. I'll have Tempest. And then do I want to quenchinate him? I don't know if I really want to quench him up super hard. Unicorn's good. You know, I wish I had Dreadmaws and I could spot his stealth dudes. But unfortunately, no. Yeah, we'll just take some Wild Riders. This one's great. Silver Knights is risky. Yeah, so I'm just not gonna take them. We're just gonna get a bunch of these dudes. The Waystalker, he's gonna be useful. I won't have as many skirmishers, but the Waystalker definitely has. He definitely has a lot that can help us out here. Now I might get full rushed, but if I feel like he's gonna rush me, I can just hide at the edge of the map and we'll be okay. We just want to spam Glade Guard, which we can take a rather ludicrous amount of. One Wildwood Ranger, just in case we have some... Well, actually, no, there's no elite unit that's not going to die to Way Watchers. I just need a little bit more mass. So, instead... Is this it? Do I need this many Glade Riders? I feel like I don't. I don't need that much cavalry when it comes to Kite. Yeah, Reach the Frozen Heart. There we go. Roll in with the big hawk. So if I bring a big hawk, he can Tempest me. We won our last, we won in the semifinals versus Czarix in the big tournament because he took a Flying Lord. And I feel like, I feel like going for a Flying Lord here would be near suicidal. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Skycutter hitbox is only a little chariot in the back, so you can't hit them from the front. Is that how that works? Yeah, if my Weight Watcher volleys do nothing to the Skycutter, that'd be bad. There are some pretty massive hitbox issues in this game. I know Skycutters definitely take less damage than you expect them to a lot of the time. I'd love to see him try Skycutters against us though. Like, Weight Watchers in general are terrifying. Plus I have Tempest. I think this just becomes a normal High Elf versus Wood Elf match. I don't think you can really deal with Tempest. Right? Like, I don't care if you're super tanky, man. Tempest Weight Watcher kills all flying units. All right, let's see. What does this guy have? What's he gonna bring? The OG Bull Centaur hitbox was tiny. Yeah, CA screw up hitboxes all the time. Such is life. Alright, so what we got? It's a decent map. Decent map for us. Ready. He has 16 units, so he's probably going the Archer Tide strat. Instead of taking skirmishers, he's just gonna have a whack load of archers. But I have so many tools here to give him a hard time. Waystalker can poke at his lord. And then I can just focus fire the archers one at a time, right? I got 5 of these guys. Let's see. Let's see what he has. Yeah, it's not a full rush. It's just a man tide. Guy has a Lithanar with the moon bow. All right. I think a Lithanar loses to the Waystalker, but we'll have to see. Very interesting. Lots of infantry. So if I just spam range units, I should be good. Burning Headcaster with the fireball. Nothing too crazy, man. Yeah, I think we just walk up and we just poke a Lithanar to death. What was that? It's a fake Lithanar. He doesn't even have the icon above his face. So you can just tell it's the fake one because he doesn't have the Lord thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's gonna use it to spot. That's what his plan is. Okay. So he's using the fake Lithanar to spot for his skirmishers. Wow. All right. That's pretty crazy tech. I'm gonna use my Waystalker for skirmish spotting. So he can see me. I just have to keep dodging. He's gonna chuck a fireball out. So he really wants to win that kite game. He has the Grey Warriors over there. All right. We're gonna take a pot shot. Gonna heal up my expensive dudes over there. And in one shot, we've already kind of punched back fairly well. Fake Lithanar is gone. Thank goodness. All right, nice. And his Shadow Warriors or his Shadow Walkers are retreating. So let's just get an Arrows of Kurnos on them. Bully them just a smidge. My Way Watchers, I lost about 20 of them, but that's not the end of the world. I think if we just kite here, I think we'll be okay. Ouch. A Lithanar killing my Waystalker, actually. He'll probably need some heals. If I just Archer kite him, I think we'll be okay. Whoop. Just pull back. Should be able to dodge most of his shots here. Then his Archer's in the distance, which is going to take another pot shot on him. Gets a pretty nasty burning head on me. But yeah, we're mostly going to be able to evacuate here. Though the damage is certainly quite annoying. Lorik's Blessing just to play keep away. And then I'm going to summon in some cavalry here to start cleaning up. They'll be great. We'll see how good his dodging is here of the Waywatcher volley. That should be rather painful. Just heal up a little bit. Overall, the poking and fighting and the skirmish back and forth, it's going pretty okay. Like, both sides are... We're both hurting each other a lot. But I think since I have more archers, I feel like we're doing fine. Look at that. His caster's just suffering too. His caster's having a bit of a rough time. Should be able to get a solid volley over there. That'll be not bad. And his lines are pretty ill prepared for all my cav. Yeah, he's just making another big push here with these guys. It's not a big deal. So let's just heal up our Way Watchers again. Going to push up with some archers here. And then my cavalry definitely beat his cavalry. I don't think I have to worry about that too much. Couple silver helms, not a big deal. Now he will kill off one of my Weight Watchers. It's unfortunate, but we'll live. If I win the cav fights at the end of the day, I think we'll be comfy enough here to take the dub. Much of his cavalry is suffering, so my away stalker here could be a little bit better off. He's taking a bit of heat. The Elithanar tech is still wild to me. The Elithanar spotter tech is crazy. Let's heal up these guys. I think if I win the cav fight, I'm good. Time is of the essence, though. This guy is routed, too. Routed off my Waystalker. A little unfortunate. We still have a massive cav advantage, though. Should be able to deal with a couple of these Ships Company, too. Ships Company do change the matchup a decent amount. You gotta be careful about that. But yeah, look at this guy. He's chilling. He's chilling. I'm gonna get another Arrows of Kurnos on a couple of them archers. And then with me winning the archer fight, I think that puts him in a really bad spot now. Because I should just be able to spam archers into the horizon, right? I feel like if I just go super hard on archers for a bit, we'll be good. And then I can catch these guys out maybe. He does have Dragon Princes. But I have a huge archer advantage. I just gotta make sure that I don't run out of time or something like that. But alright, here we go. So, Lorik's Blessing on top of these dudes. We're gonna start pushing forwards with our archers. Gonna get the Way Watchers in. I might be able to snipe his mage here if we're lucky. So this Lorik's Blessing. So he can't see my guys, so they're definitely going to get some solid picks here. And his mage is probably going to be routed. Now he sees me. Surprise! I'm usually not about these kind of weird surprise plays. They're usually not that crazy. But in this case, they ain't too bad. Surprise! Coming out of nowhere. Alright, we're gonna have to disengage though. He's spamming more cav. We got his mage routed at least. Weight Watcher's gonna want Fire at Will on. I gotta capture at least one of my points. He's probably gonna get the cav advantage. I do have my archer advantage though. So they should be pretty good there. Those are just reavers, not a big deal. The Lord's doing okay. She can heal up these guys. He's in the trees too, which is a really bad spot for him. And yeah, I just have a massive archer advantage now. So if I just blast his drag or his silver helms here, then I think we're good. Dryads have done a great job mulching through all that infantry there. And this tiny forest is really helping me out, isn't it? And his caster is just perma-routed. That's a very nice little thing. Fake Elithanar, as you can see. I love the fake Elithanar, man. He's really not that. He's not that. It's so obvious. It's hilarious. But yeah, we'll have to see though. As much as things are going well, we still have a lot to do. Though with this many Way Watchers and decent ammunition, I think we'll be good. You still got to be a little careful. I got to not lose the cav advantage. We got to capture a point. Got to capture our next point here. We just got to slow push them. Thankfully, trees. Trees are great. Should be able to just focus fire the Lothern Sea Guard too. This point shall be mine. Alright, yeah, just get more Dryads. Okay, and I'm gonna have like 5 minutes to get the last point. I think that's enough time. Should be enough time here. Just keep healing up that that elite cav unit. Waystalker can actually be used to capture, so we're gonna keep him around. And with a handful of Waywatcher volleys left, I'm gonna have to be very efficient here. But we have a lot of archers. We should be okay. I'm gonna have a lot of cav here. They'll be great. It's gonna be close though. It's pitched for sure. There's a Lithanar. He's chilling. Can you get a volley on him? Is he gonna notice? Ooh, nasty one. All right. That's gonna help us out a little bit. Decent Waywatcher volley. Decent, decent. He's gonna dodge with the, you know, the next volleys though, right? He's just gonna dodge. So I have to be a little careful here. Waywatchers are starting to run out of ammo too. A lot of my guys are running out of juice. This forest though, this one forest is getting work done. And with my last Waywatcher volleys, I think we should be able to inflict enough pain here to get the win. That should go decently. Wild Riders, let's just heal them up. Keep fighting in the trees. We have a bunch of guys over here now. They'll be doing great. Really running low though on the everything. Watchers are gonna have to try and get into melee, I guess. I don't know if I have enough cav here. I think that's what really is worrying me in particular. We probably have enough archers though. A Lithanar is low. Okay, we finally killed the ship's company on the far side there. That's good. The Race of the Frozen Heart, I think they're gonna clutch it. On top of the Wild Riders that we got, I think we'll be goodies. Though a sketchy battle to be sure. Definitely, I would have preferred it to not be this sketchy. Mayhaps. But yeah, just a couple dryads in here. They're doing great. They're doing great. No amount of cav spam is going to be able to contest my cav spam. Plus, we have a bunch of spears coming on in. I am out of things to resummon, but the king of the kite mirror. Alright, that is I. If there's one matchup I'm really good at, it's kite v kite. I have a very good track record. Super sketchy. Czarix is a beast. But we got there. With actually a decent amount of time to spare, I'd say. He's making a play for this point, though. It's not over quite yet. We still have a little ways to go, right? These are just Reavers, though, so not super scary. Yeah, it's just 2 Reavers, okay. If I spam Glade Rider Spears, there's no way. Ain't no way he gets it. Elithanar is fake news. Bro, the Elithanar portrait not even showing is so sad. They really did him dirty. I feel like Elithanar could have been much more interesting. But like, it's so easy to just check. Also, that Waywatcher volley reducing leadership. Still paying for themselves. Nice. Huzzah! Once again, we defeat them, even with the ship's company spam. Lithanar actually did get decent value. Waystalker was amazing. And then the archers just cooked, right? Yeah. Damage some Deepwood Scouts. Obviously, having trees helps me out a lot here. It's funny, though. Lithanar's crazy tech. That's actually absurd. How to counter kite? You can either cav rush, or you can take more archers. You didn't have that many archers. But if you spam archers and skirmishers, you can kind of overwhelm my little skirmish corps here. Alright. Let's go Edge of the Darkwood next. Big ol' giant map. Why does Norska feel so much better than Chaos? Is it just the Ice Wolves? I feel like Chaos is so much more prone to being kited. It might just be the Ice Wolves. I'll go Slanesh. Alright, Czarix has 2 more in him. So we'll do that and then we'll call it a day, because I also need some rest. But yeah, a Lithanar to spot is kind of cool though. I think if you go a Lithanar plus a bunch of skirmishers, maybe he cooks. A sea elemental? A sea elemental? Are you insane? I don't know what in the world a sea elemental supposed to do against my build. Yo, that's crazy, man. Sea elemental of all the units? I think if he just spams Cav, we're dead. Also, a hammer and anvil. Thank you very much for the prime sub. Technically, Way Watchers don't have magic arrows, but like the sea elemental dies. Don't be you know, don't be caught out thinking that the sea elemental's good against missiles. It sucks against being shot. Also, he's still going high elves. So I feel like Keeper of Secrets is still the way to go most of the time. Pavane's a given. Feasting on Fear, Seductive Glory, Soul Siphon, all of this is a given. Yeah. It's like saying if you're getting kited as high elves, you should take Treekin, or as wood elves, you should take Treekin. That's crazy, man. And Treekin are actually quite missile resistant, but even they don't like getting shot. There's very few factions that can just sit there and tank a kite build. Even vampire accounts with their zombie tide, they do have a hard time versus these kind of archer spam factions. So yeah, usually to beat kite you need a strong rush, or you need some sort of artillery to injure the skirmishers. That's kind of those are kind of the standard styles, with maybe a handful of factions being able, like, you know, greenskins and Norska, cheap shielded infantry. That's kind of the only thing that can actually feel okay taking shots from Way Watchers, because you can kind of run them out of ammunition. Though with good enough micro, even that will feel a little sus. Now, high elves, do I want Slongors? I think Slongors in reserve are not bad. We gonna run some Forsaken. I really want to try Pleasure Seekers again. See if the guy has a counter to that. We got Pavane to bring down Sky Cutters and the like. So that ain't too bad. And then another Pleasure Seeker. Honestly, Pleasure Seekers are really good, but I don't want to lose the Cav advantage. I should probably take a Fiend or something, right? Let's take some Fiends, some Seekers, some Hellstriders. Honestly, this is probably good enough. I think the only thing that would really give me pause is like a Malkoth's kite, but yeah. Pick a cool color scheme. Yeah, what color of purple and pink would you like? You know what? This one's red, which is the most exciting one. It's actually different from the other colors. Call me crazy. I will call you crazy, but I think some Oceanids and a net would do numbers against Way Watchers. Okay, so the net doesn't have enough range. And Oceanids have, like, have you seen what Huntsmen do to them? Have you seen what normal Empire archers do to the poor things? I think you're vastly overestimating their missile resist. So think about it. They resist 50% of incoming range attacks, right? So Oceanids, like imagine, let's say, what's, I don't know. It's like, imagine taking, like, let's say, I don't know, what's a good unit that has like a little bit of missile resist? I don't know, it's actually kind of, I have a good comparison unit, but like they die, man. I think you're vastly overestimating the missile resist. I think the missile resist would be close to like unshielded Saurus against my archers. Or let's say, maybe not unshielded Saurus. Let's say, I don't know what has, okay, Forsaken, right? Forsaken have 85 armor. So against normal archers, they will resist about the same amount of damage. So imagine if your solution... Oh, crap. Run! Imagine if your solution to getting kited was like just taking some Forsaken, you know? The actual amount of resistant, like, you know, like Silverin have dramatically more resistance because they block 55%. But yeah, I'm just telling you, man. I've shot them to death before. It feels great. They get shot up like crazy. Now, oddly enough, these Forsaken will be able to dodge a couple of these skirmish volleys. We're seeing a quad skirmish build. So that means Hellstrider spam's probably the way to go. He has a net and a flock of doom, but I should be fine. It's the leadership and speed. I don't, okay, their leadership is not gonna save them, man. Their leadership is not that high. And also their speed is less than Cav. That's like saying like Blood Beasts. Blood Beasts have like the same leadership more or less. Okay, maybe not as good. I don't know. They could be unbreakable. I don't care, man. They're not fast, though. They're 50-something speed. In a world where Cold One Knights have a hard time catching skirmishers, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. I don't know. You told me to call you insane. I'm calling you insane, man. I'm calling you out. I'm sure there's some crazy stuff you could do, but definitely. Oh crap, he's gonna net me. He gonna net me. Okay, one of them's rampage though. Oh, and my lord is dead. Oh, the woes of being a Slanesh player. Oh, hey, attack animations are saving them a bit though. And we're gonna get the big deep dive on these guys. Are these guys gonna brace up in time? No, my Cav is way too fast. Blitzing them. Get speed blitzed. All right, so we're gonna catch his fools over here at least. Just gotta make sure he doesn't kill my lord or something. But if we, oh crap, I forgot some Cav. Yeah, if we just keep dodging, I'll be okay. A couple silver helms here are not a big issue. He's still focus firing. But I will have a sweet rampage in a second. There we go. That's gonna do great. Rampage these fools, and as long as my lord don't die, I'm happy. Looks like they will maybe live. He might have another net for him though. There it is. Nasty net. Nasty, nasty net. Straight nasty. No, it's just a flock of doom. Okay, we're good. Then surely he does not have magic, right? He used his net on the pleasure seekers. Yo, why are these guys taking so long to show up though? Okay, Lord's gonna be fine though. We have lots of routing units. You can see how much slower my passive ability is to build up, by the way. Taking ages now, it feels. But yeah, I think fighting Slanesh in the open field here is just a little too much. Forsaken are doing a good job. We'll just make sure to kill off the Storm Riders. There goes another Cav unit down the drain. And I think this is just a... It's just a mega Slanesh victory, ain't it? We are sitting pretty comfy. I'm never gonna let these skirmishers rally either. And the Pleasure Seekers, man. Dude, Pleasure Seekers are so crazy. I think the Pleasure Seekers are... They're probably not busted, but I think they are likely an S tier unit. They're slightly better than Fiends. Right? They're slightly better than Fiends. And given that Fiends were already so strong... Yeah, that's just gonna be a nasty, nasty time. Teclis getting murdered. Teclis getting straight murdered. I'm gonna rampage these fools into my kill team here. He gets a pretty nice spell cast, but it's not enough. Teclis is gone. And yeah, he really needed to kill my Lord there. If he killed my Lord, it would have been a slightly different story. But the fact that he lived was just a little bit too much. Pleasure Seekers are just ludicrous. 1600 a pop. Do they have poison? Not sure. Let me double check. How'd Teclis do? He got a lot with his Flock of Dooms. He definitely needed to stay in a much tighter formation though. And yeah, they do have poison. But yeah, he kind of whiffed the Lord snipe. I think we probably still would have been okay, even if my Lord did die, but it would have been much closer. Would have been much, much closer. But all right. One more match. The Blood Grove. It's a fun one. I feel like I should practice. I should practice some factions. The rare plus 16. Yeah, man, that's like one of my first ones today. I'll go Kislev. Why not? But yeah, Pleasure Seekers are kind of bonkers. I do feel like with the right tools, you can still bully them. But like the fight ends so fast, I don't know. Slanesh did get nerfed in the army ability department though, so I feel like they kind of need a strong cav unit to stay where they were before. Honestly, they probably shouldn't be staying where they were before though. We'll see. What's the score? I haven't been keeping track. I've been taking it easy today, you know. Don't need to report scores or anything. We're just chilling. Classic Int Lord throw turns into the best bait to kill the archers. Yeah, though I didn't really bait them, alright? They were already kind of out of position. Ooh, Norska. I feel like Kite is just so good though. Like, what if I just war sled Kite him? Is he gonna go greenskins? You wish legendary heroes got buffed? I think they should get buffed too. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how few things they change with other factions. They did give these guys Vanguard though. Thing in the woods. So you can Vanguard with them. Get into the fight a little bit faster. Overall though, not too much going on. What's he gonna play though? He's thinking this is the last game. We know nothing of the new units besides what we're being told. We don't really have a feeling. That is true though, yeah. I shouldn't blame people for thinking Oceanids are actually good at tanking missiles and dealing with Kite, because CA's kind of making it out to be that way. It's hilarious how out of touch they are with the actual high level plays. You know, it's a campaign unit, right? It's fine. But it's true though. It's true. And like they're so bad, no one actually uses them, so you get even less data on the unit. See, it has never lied. Yeah, it's not lying if you don't know how wrong you are, right? But you think water should just be immune to arrows? I think they should have given them way higher missile resist. But yeah, no one runs the unit because it sucks. Like Czarix is not running the unit. And I'll tell you right now, there's a reason why. He used it once and he's like, this is garbage. Either that or, I don't know, maybe he's saving it for the big tourney. But Maine, they really feel like they don't do much. They don't even hold the line for very long. Though, in perfect circumstances, they might be okay. I did say earlier that they are quite good against chaff. Czarix is washed. He just doesn't know how to use Oceanids. Let's see. If we're facing High Elves, I could go the SE squad. You think Mother Astankia with the missile resist aura can survive Skycutters? Ooh. Malediction Madness. Okay. This is a classic. This is classic. So, I take the Malediction Madness and I rampage the Skycutters down to the earth, where they will be torn apart. They shall be torn asunder by my crazy army. She's gonna cost 1,800. I don't want to make it more expensive, so it'll be even harder to resummon her. But if we go Mother Astankia and a Patriarch with the Lullaby, surely this is it. Boris is not gonna do well versus Skycutters. I wish I could. I think the guy's just gonna get cooked. Do I want something for his he likes the elite spears. He might take some Phoenix Guard. And they would definitely cook these guys up pretty hard. You know what? Thing in the Woods, the AP. They are AP. This is kind of just like a insta-win build versus Kite. That's kind of what we're aiming for here. Light war sleds are probably not the worst for Skycutters too. Sleds. Bear maxing. Yeah, I'm just taking the most boring Kislev build, aren't I? Ooh. Ambushers. That could be hype. Okay, and then after that, I just spam these guys. Armored Cav is the bane of High Elves, right? He's gonna bring in the Dragon Princes. I can only hope that Malediction Madness is good enough there. Let's just try this, though. I'm gonna go a little Hail Mary. I think there's a lot of stuff that could be bad here for him. I'm pretty sure if he goes Skycutters and we rampage him, we're in a good spot. Alternatively, we can rampage like an Alariel. Do units with Aquatic get damage resistance against Oceanids? That would be so funny. Suddenly Vampire Coast, super good there. Yo, the pistol mobs. The one time, I don't know if you guys caught the game, but Turin did bring Oceanids into my Vampire Coast. And straight up pistol mobs were killing them. It is so sad, man. Mega sad. But alright, that's what we're gonna try to do. Alright, we're just trying to catch him out. We're just gonna face rush him. He's gonna be ill prepared and then game over. You know, we got double frost worm. They were not nerfed. Still have insane missile resist. 8,000 HP. Everything we could possibly want. And then this guy. There's a net. Hopefully he is gonna try and kite me. Has Techless. There's a net. He has regrowth. Let's is it? Infantry max? What is this?
What is their strength?
Sisters of
To the
Avalorn.
leeching cold, their dark shadows,
That's kinda
their
cray.
vile woods. They will
Alright.
won't they?
So he has Sisters of Avalorn. Interesting.
Fear right, they will.
So obviously he's gonna want to net me down, right? Obviously. I can take a pot shot though. And if I just keep spamming Cav to flank, I think that makes life hard enough here. Just gotta make sure I don't get netted, is all. Although, if I stay near Mother Estankia, she'll be great. Do you net these guys? Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Let's just get a swift Cav charge through here. Whoop. Mother Estankia got out. Oh, dang, he's going for the Patriarch. Okay, Patriarch has to live. We're just gonna go for a sweet Cav charge. Thankfully, the Patriarch is pretty missile. Yeah, he's pretty boosted on the missile resist. The Cav will be getting in there. That's good. And okay, he will be able to make it. That's good. Okay, Patriarch made it in. We're in the cookie jar. Let's go. All right, nice. Very nice. Yeah, we are. We're deep in the cookie jar now. I just have to kill off this Fireborn unit here with my double Frostworm. Frostworms are insane versus these guys, by the by, because of their anti-large. So they should be able to cook pretty well. His archers are shut down. The Patriarch is still chilling. Let's just keep those archers occupied, why don't we? And then get into this blob fight. He's gonna get a little bit of that big old spell cast. Will he live though? Will the Patriarch stick around? I really do want him to. But if he doesn't, it's okay, we'll live. Here you go, Patriarch. Looks like he's barely gonna stick around. Very nice. Alright, we got one of these archers routed. Very good. This one over here is looking a little worse for wear too. And the Patriarch has survived the onslaught. Nice. Alright, so I just gotta kill off the Fireborn then. Take care of them archers. And then get a sick heal. He's gonna regrowth, but these guys are already on their way out. And my cavalry do not give up, man. They are unbreakable most of the time. We got some Griffin Legion coming on in. He did rally though. He did get a little bit of a rally on the Dragon Prince. It's gonna be a little unfortunate for me, but I think we're still doing good, considering most of his archers are quite dead. There's gonna be a nasty heal there too. And my ambushers can just shoot the Sword Masters now. They can just shoot the Sword Masters, beat them up. Czarix really relies on his Dragon Princes to get work done. So without him, it's gonna be pretty rough. Just gonna get the net here. There you go. And the Stanky squad prevails. Nice. Dude, that Patriarch living because of a Stankia. The missile resist is crazy because he already has 15. Goes up to 35 because of a Stankia. The Frostworms have 45% missile resist. So you can really just have your way with them. You really just have your way with them. There you go. That's mass death over there. Gets a Flock of Doom, but not a big deal. And then with one last Sisters of Avalorn getting hunted down, I believe this game is ours. Sometimes if you just rush Czarix's face in, it's not too bad. Success! Great success. I don't know if you'll want to run that by us again. Yeah, he wants to play it again. Yeah, that's just a rough time, man. That's just a rough time. Kislev Cavalry is absurd. Had no anti-large to speak of. White Lions were only okay at stopping the tide, and his Dragon Princes just got deleted off the face of the planet there. Woo! That's brutal. That was a crazy build, man. This one's disgusting. I think he kind of had to kill the Patriarch, though. If he did, I think he was still pretty screwed. What's the score? I already said, we're not score keeping. You'll have to look at the YouTube VOD. Yeah, Ice Dragons are so good versus Cav, man. You think he'll, think he's gonna bring the Sky Cutters and try and kill Mother of Stankia? $10-0N. I wish I was that good. All right, here we go. Yeah, Czarix is doing well. I think it's close. I think Czarix might have a slight win rate advantage on us today. Mentioned early build tournament is the day and time known. I think it's this weekend. We're going to be having a big grand finals between me, Danican, Czarix, and Blood Penguin. See, he's actually throwing a lot of money at this tournament. Plus, we're gonna be able to do sponsored stuff. CA's sponsoring me, which is great because they really don't have to. I'm already making content for free, right? But if there's one thing they can do well, it's supporting us financially. But yeah, I will be putting out some sponsored Creative Assembly content. There's no rules or regulations. They literally just want me to make a video, which I was going to do anyways. Honestly, not the worst. As much as CA has a ton of issues, the people there care. I think they're just severely understaffed. Super understaffed. But yeah, I can say whatever I want, man. I can do the stream and be like, this is garbage. And they'll still pay me. It's great. CA shell. Yeah, we'll see. when the video comes out, it'll be like, this is the best game I've ever played in my life. There are no issues. Quickly, everyone, throw your money at Creative Assembly. Buff spells only sponsored streaming coming. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So what we're gonna do is it's going to be basically, I give you guys early access, right? That's what we're doing. So I'm going to play a campaign, but every decision is chosen by you guys. So if there's anything like in campaign that you want to see, you can vote for it. You can have me declare war on the world. You can have me try out specific mechanics. It's basically a, you know, showing off as much as I can for whatever is interesting to you guys. I think it'll be a fun little just casual stream. And then yeah, you can be like, hey Anticity, try this. And I'll be like, done. We're doing it. Chosen maxing, yeah. It'll be great. But yeah, basically, you know, here's your average Anticity stream. Sell all units easy. Yeah. Oh, there they are. He has an Archmage of Metal with Screw Your Blob. Final Transportation. So here's the thing. I got insane missile resist. Do I really have to worry about this thing? How did you capture that so quickly? What's going on there? Well, the Lord's gonna be invisible for a little bit. He's gonna get a few pot shots on me, and he's gonna want to cast Final Transmutation, most definitely. But can he stop the rush? Final Transmutation is gonna drop at some point. But where? This is quite undefended too. I might be able to just get in there. We'll see. We'll see. We're just gonna get in there. Come on. Gets the Ragaris Pride, alright. Do we see the Lord though? Do we see him? Come on. I really want a Lord to bully. There she is. Get her! Beat her up! Alright, so we'll see how well this goes. I'm just gonna rampage her, route off the Ragaris Pride, and then just get a ludicrous amount of damage off. Now, she is going to get a nasty Final Transmutation, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. But we're hoping that the damage on the Lord here is enough to just clutch it out. A lot of damage on Mother Estankia. She's getting run down, though. If we kill her and trade it out, I'm not too worried. There she goes. She's trying her best. Is there anything to defend his archers, though? Well, we'll see. He has some doggos getting in here. They're not too bad, though. Mother Stanky. Kind of taking some heat. He's going to get a little bit of a Searing Doom in there, too. Dang. Look at that. A little bit of deeps. Mother Stankia, though, she lives. She's going to keep dodging. If she can live long enough for the next Patriarch heal, I'm happy. The cavalry will be fine. Patriarch heal's coming soon. And we are going to kill off his skirmishers, which is nice. I think Mother Estankia is gonna die, though, right? I believe it's just a little too much. I will get the sick heal, though. The frost worms, they do live. But Mama Stanky is likely gonna be routed off here. We'll see what we can do with the worms, though. Patriarch has to be careful. And there we go. She's back. Dang. Okay, so that's not too bad. We got her back. We have some cav here to route off the ship's company. And she's gonna be able to just be annoying for a little bit. She will probably die, but she's out of skirmishers. I still have the double frostworm and a Patriarch. And Kislev really doesn't care that much if they lose a Lord because they have their Unbreakable. The only thing that would really go badly here is if I lose the frostworms. I think if we lose the frostworms, it's really bad. But overall, it ain't the end of the world. Especially because we can just resummon her. It's a good cav charge. White Lions not having a good time. He's gonna try and get a hit in on this Patriarch. His passive triggers. Can we get a terror out on the White Lions? It appears we can. Alright. Yeah, and I think we'll just have Mother Stankia back soon. Oh, that's gonna be a nasty Final Transmutation, though. Splitties. Get him out of there. Alright. Not the worst. Not the worst. This guy's probably gonna die, though, before he can heal. No! The Patriarch! No! Unfortunately, was not able to get the heal. That would have been hype. But it was not his time. And now he's gonna get shot by the bolt thrower. So, a little bit of a loss there. We lost a big heal. I do still have the 2 frostworms. So we're gonna resummon Mother Stankia first. Then we'll probably get enough for the frost wormage. And then we'll go from there. In general, my cav advantage is still going pretty well. We're routing off a couple units here, so the frost worms shouldn't route either. But we'll see. It's a little sketchy, right? If we lose the frost worms, it's game over. Like, I absolutely positively cannot afford to lose out on these guys. He should be low. at least, in terms of on the magic front. There should not be another final transmutation for a little bit. So there is that. Saving us here. Decent charge. We're going to be able to net his silver helms too. That's not bad. Alright, I'm just saving up for Mother Estankia. Frostworms out. Gotta keep them on the move. Otherwise, the Routenings will be arriving soon. Though it seems like... Oh, it's close. It's close. I think they're gonna stick with it. And okay, he has to desummon his thingamajig there. So, not the worst. He doesn't have that many units, all things considered, right now. And the Frostworms are still alive. I will have Mother Estankia, and we will have a Patriarch. So, honestly, not the end of the world, except for the fact that there's another one. So another Sky Cutter has been brought in. That's going to be mildly problematic. Mother Estankia has arrived, though. And she will be providing her rather ludicrous missile resist to the overall situation. Unfortunately, we do lose our ambushers. I thought they'd be able to shoot up the cav in time, but sadly not. Oh, hello there, little lord. Alright, so we have a little bit of a lord here. Can I rampage her to death? If we do, that would certainly be a very nice situation for us. Just gonna cast Final Transmutation or something? That's 14 seconds of rampage. This could just kill her. And if it does, I think we just win. But we'll see. We're gonna get the Patriarch in here. Holy! Double Frostworm! Oh my god, the double Frostworm they cooked! Alright, so she immediately died. Wow. Wow. Talk about brutality, man. Mother Estankia does not fool around. Plus 16. Yeah, Frostworms have a bonus versus large. They're quite terrifying. They are quite terrifying indeed. Though he may still kill off one Frostworm, which would be an unfortunate turn of events. I can kill off his Sky Cutter though. Come on, Frostworm! Stabilize, you piece of crap. Gonna get another rampage. Maybe we can just rampage him. There you go. Got the heal. Got the rampage. Alright, not too bad. And there we go. Attaboy. Alright, so hopefully we can kill off his Sky Cutters. I'll need a net and all that biz. At the very least, if I can get a little bit of damage here, it's not the worst. Mother Estankia. This is doing not bad. Sky Cutters. Taking a lot of deeps. And they're netted. Not the worst. He doesn't have a lot of units, so if I just win the attrition fight, it's not too bad. Sky Cutters are actually getting cooked too. They're getting really bogged down by the Frostworm action. Though we did lose one of them, which is slightly unfortunate, but not the end of the world. However, you may notice his Lord is back. So she will likely be wanting to get a Final Transmutation off, I would assume. Sky Cutters are suffering though. I can just get ready for the next Sky Cutter wave, and I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we just do that. We'll just get ready for the next wave of Sky Cutters, and I'll be okay. He's gonna charge the ambushers. That might put him in a bad position though. How many Sky Cutters does he have? She's gonna take off. She didn't take off? That's crazy. Am I gonna kill her again? No, okay, she does take off. Jeez, I was real worried there for his Lord. Had she died, that would have been a terrible situation. But she does live. We get the sandwich on the ship's company though. So they should be routing off. And then we're just gonna pull away from the Final Transmutation. Minimize that damage as much as we can. And then I'll just regroup for the heal soon enough. As long as you do the pull-aways, you'll be good. There you go. And we are on a double cap. That means life is relatively comfy here. I just gotta make use of these rampages. At the end of the day, if we can do that, I'll be okay. Lots of cav. Mother Stankia actually hit the Sky Cutters pretty hard there, too. Did you see that? She kind of cooked them. Impressive. We're gonna group up for the heal. He just cast Final Transmutation, so we know there's not another one. I have to worry about that at least. Ship's company are dead. His silver helms are super dead. And there you go. Very nice. Very nice. And then we're gonna go for the good old screw yo lord strat. So that should be a very long rampage. We were always Slanesh, though. She did aggro onto these guys. That's a little unfortunate. He taps out, though. GG. This is a brutal Kislev build. This is a brutal Kislev build. 1850 on one Frostworm. Crazy value. Patriarch with the heals is great. It was kind of sus, though. There were definitely a lot of points that made me uncomfortable. But I think to beat this build, you really have to, like, hard counter it, right? I think you really have to hard counter it. His Shadow Warriors got caught by my cav. His Sky Cutter was scary. I'll give him that. Like, the Sky Cutters paid for themselves, but at the end of the day, this is just disgusting. It's just disgusting. Just a cav max. Why no Vigor refresh? I just find it's not really needed. The healing is kind of all I need, and it lets me take you know, more other stuff. Especially when it comes to resummoning the Patriarch, it's easier to resummon him there too. But I'm not against the Vigor refresh. I think you can make it work, especially if you're sure that your Patriarch will live. But nice. Yeah, so Sky Cutters are good, but they're not like an auto win. It's not just a free win if you take Sky Cutters. They are manageable to an extent. Yeah. That's pretty good practice for Czarix. He has to go. So I'll call it a day 2. It was very fun though. Just gotta make sure I catch up with all these messages. But yeah. How do you get the extra icons? Yeah, you have to here, I'll actually load into a battle since I can show this off real quick. And then we'll close it out. Overall, I think I did okay versus Czarix today. It feels like I can take games off Czarix and Danny can, but generally they play better than me. They're better at keeping their lord alive, and they're better at microing cavalry, but if I can get a slight advantage with builds, we're good. Now, if you want the same kind of iconage and stuff that I have in battle settings, it's really weird. It's not in settings. You have to go into a battle and hold spacebar, and then you want to copy what I have here, right? So these will lock in the thing. So even when you're not holding spacebar, it'll stay there. And these will enable it only if you're holding spacebar. This is what I got going. Fire arcs, I leave it on spacebar only. Otherwise it starts getting really cluttered if it's there all the time. But I like tapping spacebar just to see the range of units. And then I also really like selection markers. It makes everything way more clear. You can see the units. You can tell where they are. Life is good. And then this is what you were asking about, type icons. Use the old man tactics to beat them youngster hands. Is Czarix younger than me? I don't know about that. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream some campaign. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah,
In the name of
what
Magnus,
campaign do you want to
as I
see me
hold
play?
Dol Maraz,
Actually,
I am ready.
there's a lot. There's a lot of campaigns. Turin played Norska recently. Czarix is a teenager? Dang. But yeah, what would you guys want to see? The Sky Cutters, they got like 1,300 and like almost 1,700, I think. Throg, you want to see some Throg trolling? Plus 10 leadership for troll units. Dang, Frains. Wolfric or Marathi? Alright, I'll do a poll. Throg, Wolfric. We have Marathi. What else is there? Teclis. I feel like there's got to be I obviously can't show off the new factions, right?
I am Tyrion.
So like I can't show
heir
off
of
Aceland
Anarion.
and all that, but I can play some older campaigns. Frains. Yeah, I can't show that off until this weekend, sadly. Sure, let's just do this poll and see what we're looking at here. Wolfric gets more hunts. Throg can summon Trollwa. Oh dang. Mask. Oh yeah, we can play the Mask, but I already put a video out on the Mask. They're fun though. The Mask is super fun because you just fight a bunch of battles and get their thing built up. But yeah, seems like most people want to see a Throg campaign. Can establish a troll empire, calling upon trolls and beasts of the monstrous horde to support invasions. Specific locations on the map provide access to bile trolls, chaos trolls, river trolls, and stone trolls. Dang. Yeah, that's kind of hype. Throg rework? Income from post-battle loot, upkeep, minus 20 for trolls. Alright, yeah, so you just only go trolls then, right? Just trolls for days. He has regen, leadership for trolls, recruitment for trolls. All units don't take attrition. Hell yeah. Alright, Throg it is. Twitch chat, forever second-class citizens. It's true. If the vote was closer, I would give it to Twitch, but I don't think you could swing it, even if you all voted for something else. Twitch poll? Alright, fine. Fine. You know what? Slash poll. Who to play? Alright. Alright, here you go, Twitch. Alright, I gave them two options. Throg and Throg in all caps. Twitch poll, YouTube or bust. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a day. I gotta recover from the Nurgle, or not the Nurgle plague. Technically, we're countering the Nurgle plague, but I gotta recover from my feverage. Enjoy though. Peace out, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some sick Throg action.